They can give you the biggest international stories of the week. They look at the biggest issues them will happen this week. And one, of course, now the latest announcement made by the Trump administration, the Gaza Board of Peace, where they say they don't reach an agreement with the militant group in Gaza, Hamas, for disarm and also for let Israel withdraw from the Gaza Strip. And we'll look at this morning, plus other issues them, including the single currency, conversation surrounding the single currencies for West Africa ahead of 2027. We'll look at the Inside the Morning Show today. Here with the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us. Good morning, epic, wonderful listeners. So, as today mark not only the end of the working week, it also mark the end of another month, the month of July. As we welcome August, take this moment to appreciate how far you don't come. Celebrate the progress we don't make into this month, learn from your challenges, and let go of everything will be to hold you back during the month of July. So as this Monday comes to a close, not just dwell on the opportunities that we miss, instead tell God thank you for the gift of life and prepare your hearts and mind for a new month filled with fresh opportunities. So we'll finish this week and finish the month with strength, with gratitude, and the effort we make today will be the breakthrough where you wait for a very long time. This is not the Epic Morning Show.
Greetings, it's Willow White alongside Hamza Links. Yeah, love amongst your brethren, the greatest thing on earth, like heaven on earth. Rastafari give birth. Listen. She said, oh yeah. Jealous, she said, that's right. Disrespect, she said, oh yeah. Let we help, we said, oh yeah. A condition of permanent, that's right. If for the people never parliament. Togetherness, oh yeah. We bring progress, that's right. Let we get we country interest. And interest when we say, we all go work upon success. Now, people, do you make we come together forever? We country just go, they go stronger. Selfish that bad that same Congos are not proper. Because we bring come up who have a flower out back. Look how we country turn back. We get this, we get that, but still they suffer. People, do you make we come together forever? We country just go, they go stronger. Selfish that bad that same Congos are not proper. Because we bring come up who have a flower out back. Look how we country turn back. We get this, we get that, but still they suffer.
Hey, yeah, we let we say. Let for let us say. Why for it to say? See the unions, if I make we say. Yeah, we let we say. Why for it to say?
corruption,
Oh yeah,
suppression,
that's right.
oppression. We want unity,
Oh yeah,
justice, purity
that's right.
in our society. Make we self and try for duty for ourselves. So we not go sit down, we sit alone for down. No time for bully bumping on me left the only down.
Sometimes then when things they go wrong in your community,
It's
and
Epic
people they keep
Radio.
quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. That's make Epic Radio they bring to
Epic
you
Radio.
blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle na a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk button. This now you chance, follow you speak up, and follow the hear your voice, and follow you ask questions, when they go answer. Whether you they live in a town, or in a village, whether you young, or you a woman, or whether you a community leader, or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
OneXBet. Your game has no limits. In 1X Game section, you'll find hits, crash, burning heart, crystal, western slot. Each game is a
It's
separate
Epic
world with
Radio.
real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the
Epic Radio.
onexbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1X Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
It's Epic Radio.
Epic Radio.
This big pass veranda can also say in Lebanon all. We dey pick am, but the big people they pick am. That not mean say you not be part of am. This na Ayejo, all man can enjoy. So Epic Radio, they can reach the return of Epic Oldies. This go happen na St. Anthony Parish Hall, where they na 6 seats. The date na October 17. Ticket price na 100 million and the time na 7 o'clock na net. That time then now, we go begin pick the music them. I say, can see the mommy them and the pa them. Where the pa them say, then go there inside them bell bottom and braces. The mommy them say, but yeah, we know they talk nothing. You say, go Kotoku, or Kabasnot. Now don't they keep all things. You go meet with all party them and meet with new one them. But for the music they hold, then go begin play the one from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, to the 2000 and the millennium now. No, it's not the small one them. Now they get some, but say, no check past the mommy and the power because now they own music down there. What they say be rock and roll. I say long life, you defend them for yourself. The map of Port MIC, now the comedian the Igwe inside this country. When a Desmond Bayer and Igwe condos. So family, what now that town again? One and no say, oh, this corner, working come every Saturday. So we all can enjoy them, not so. Bobo, they end up go for show you on style here because the live band, you go for the number now for the bread music next September rain. Epic Radio Monday now, go ready for the pick the kind music game. We go reach Jonah Young Park. Una no can join you here, but una can more because now Ayejo, all man, depend this one. So Epic Radio, they can read the return of Epic Oldies Corner. We go happen October 17 na St. Anthony Parish Hall for just 100 million and the time na 7 o'clock. Oh, let me go there and go enjoy because we the old one there and the new one there. We go meet up the old school because show who say we don't reach.
To capture the attention of customers, we focus on cutting-edge marketing communications that communicate, engage, and interact directly with our clients' target. Our vast experience in the fascinating world of marketing communications, event management, below-the-line activations, and
Epic
more
Radio.
ensures that we deliver nothing but amazing results. We are the agency of everything creative. We are Priority Solutions Limited. Talk to us for all your marketing communications, multimedia productions, event management, experientials or activations, media management, public relations, and more. We are a trusted brand, and the results and quality of our services can be seen through the brands we have worked with. Visit our website at www.prioritysolutions.co or call us on +232 76 1032. Priority Solutions. We know what works for you. We have what works for you. We do what works for you. Priority Solutions. What works?
All right, you're highly welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM, and Radio Garden. We're also live on Facebook, on YouTube, and surf on the website. My name is Usman Ibrahim Marat. Today on Friday again, and we review the biggest international stories of the week here on Sierra Leone's biggest radio station. Let me just take you through the latest world news. A new peace roadmap for Gaza is gaining momentum after Hamas agreed to a phased disarmament plan linked to a gradual Israeli withdrawal from the territory. Hamas says implementations will only happen if Israel carries out its side of the agreement. Egypt is expected to host a summit with mediators from the United States, Qatar, and Turkey to oversee the next phase. The proposal includes dismantling tunnels and weapons facilities, creating a 5,000-member international stabilization force led by an American general, and establishing a technocratic Palestinian administration. The process could take between 200 and 300 days, but Israel has not confirmed nor approved its own side of the agreement. Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps says it targeted a U.S. base in Kuwait in retaliation for American strikes on Iranian targets, including an attack on Qasem Island that reportedly killed a couple and their 2-year-old child. Saudi Arabia has announced a 14-member maritime defense alliance to protect shipping through the Bab al-Mandab Strait, the Red Sea, and the Gulf of Aden. Oil prices fell slightly overnight, but Brent crude and U.S. crude remains on course for about a 20% monthly rise as security risk continues to push up shipping and insurance costs. NATO says a Russian missile landed in Poland during a large overnight attacks on Ukraine, raising fresh concerns that airspace violations could increase the risk of a direct confrontation between Russia and the military alliance. Emergency crews were deployed to the impact site, and the incident is likely to intensify pressure for stronger regional air defense measures. The Africa Union is preparing a continent-wide discussion on migration after Ghana urged leaders to address recent xenophobic attacks in South Africa. Hundreds of Ghanaian nationals have been repatriated following anti-immigrant protests. South Africa's officials say the AU will focus on the broader economic and social factors driving migration across Africa rather than concentrating solely on South Africa. Now, meanwhile, South African Grammy winner singer Tyla is due to perform in Lagos on the 22nd of December as part of her A-pop world tour, but the announcement has triggered debates in Nigeria. Critics have argued that the concert is poorly timed because of the recent attacks on migrants in South Africa, while supporters say artists should not be held responsible for political tensions between countries. A councillor from Sunderland representing Reform UK has been charged over an alleged social media post authorities describe as a grossly offensive. Prosecutors say 2024 post suggested Nigerians should be melted down and used to file potholes. The councillor, Glenn Gibbons, has been suspended by his party and is due to appear in court next month. Now, prominent Ugandan opposition figure in the country, Kizza Besigye, has been admitted to intensive care after collapsing during a court appearance in Kampala. The 70-year-old is on trial for treason and has been detained since November 2024. His wife says that this is the third time he has been hospitalized in custody and has again raised concerns about his treatment and health. And that's the latest world news here on the Epic Morning Show. Do stay with us as in a Friday again, and we review the biggest international stories of the week.
To capture the attention.
Of course, one big issue to look at today, the announcement by President Trump just overnight, we say the Gaza Board of Peace to reach a historic agreement for the complete disarmament of Hamas and all other armed groups in Gaza. According to the notice where Gaza Board of Peace, through President Trump, put out just overnight, they say this is a monumental step towards lasting peace and security. This agreement is a critical step towards Gaza finally being governed by a new Palestinian government that will work closely with the Board of Peace to help the Palestinian people. At the very same time, Israel will have the security it deserves, with Gaza no longer used as a base for terror attacks. This is a major milestone in the implementation of the Trump 20-point peace plan. The agreement will also be carried out in carefully structured phases. As disarmament is completed, Israeli forces will withdraw and the International Stabilization Force will work with a new Palestinian police force to take responsibility for Gaza being safe for its residents and its neighbors. 1 year ago was a violent raging war, humanitarian crisis, and hostages kept in brutal captivity. I want to thank the mediators, Egypt, Qatar, and Turkey, for their important efforts, and especially my outstanding team, whose tireless work made this historic breakthrough possible. And the threat that emerged from Gaza on October 7th, 2023 will not be allowed to rebuild. Under this agreement, Gaza will finally be in the hands of a new Palestinian government that will serve its people. Congratulations to all of this amazing development that everybody said could never be achieved. That's not the notice where President Trump put out yesterday, being the head of the Gaza Board of Peace. And 8 months down the lane, this latest agreement with Hamas, say Hamas go disarm in Gaza, and in the end go see Israel fully withdrawing from the Gaza Strip. It has been welcomed by Hamas and mediators them, Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey, including the United States. This release from President Trump yesterday night. But will Israel accept? Because we don't see a notice from Israel yet confirming for say they have accepted this latest agreement for end all conflict in the Middle East, for the Hamas withdraw, for the Hamas disarm, and Israel withdrawing from the Gaza Strip. What does this mean for peace in the Middle East in the near future? We'll look at this morning here inside the Epic Morning Show. Other issues then we will discuss this morning here inside the program, cut across the international stage, and the new ECOWAS chairman, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, also the Senegalese president, don't pay a first visit to the Sahel, visit Mali in a one-day walking visit, which I emphasize on the relationship between ECOWAS and Mali, and also building ties between the Sahel states and ECOWAS. That's the Alliance of Sahel States and the Economic Bloc in West Africa. Before being appointed or elected as the chair of ECOWAS, Bassirou Diomaye Faye was appointed for be the mediator with for bring back Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger back into ECOWAS. He has now been elected for be the chair of the bloc for the next 1 year. Will we see him achieving that, bringing back these three countries, then Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, back to the economic bloc? We'll look at this morning here inside the Epic Morning Show, plus the mounting conversations online and offline about the plans for a single currency for West Africa by 2027. According to Intels, they're saying that on the 1st of July of next year, we see ECOWAS expects for rollout the currencies them for countries we don't already now West Africa. It will be in phases, with only countries them will meet the benchmark for ECOWAS will first join this single currency, the ECO, for West Africa for 2027. We will see plans in East Africa for a single currency for East African countries, but will we see the West African Regional Bloc being the first regional body in Africa for actually roll out a single currency for its member states? we'll look at this morning here inside the Epic Morning Show, plus all the latest in the Middle East, with the latest strikes being launched by Iran, and also the negotiations for end the conflict between the US and Iran. We'll look at this morning here inside the program. Stay with us.
1xBet. Your game has no limits. In 1x Games section, you'll find hits, crash, burning hot, crystal, western slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings.
It's Epic
Play on
Radio.
website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1x Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
Okay, you're highly welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Introducing Sheku Putka Kamara. We're a journalist and lecturer at FBC. Mr. Kamara, good morning. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Many thanks, Usman. Always a pleasure being here.
Al Hassan UK Fufana, now a diplomacy and international relations analyst. Good morning, UK. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mr. Usman. It's nice to be here this morning.
Okay, today on Friday again, and we'll give you the biggest international stories of the week. Well, gentlemen, let's start with the latest in the Middle East. We see announcements made by President Trump just yesterday night for say the Gaza Board of Peace. There is an agreement with Hamas for disarm. We will also see Israel fully withdrawing then troops them from the Gaza Strip, but we've not seen a confirmation from the Israeli side yet. But Sakama, what do you make of Hamas agreeing to disarm at this very critical time in the Middle East?
Okay, thank you so very much. I think, say, like how we always done the say, when you take a look at what they happen, now a fact of perhaps a battle of who is the fittest. But many a time, you know, in diplomacy and international relations, you don't just rush into decision making. There has to be strategic critical thinking before you come to certainty in them. Now, when you look at the 10-way Trump announced, say, Israel don't accept the initial withdrawal line, for example, it was a presupposition that this nothing will likely get to happen. You know, you preempt. But many a time, in all of my arguments, I have always been saying there has to be a way we implement a utilitarian perspective. How do you provide the greatest good for the greatest number? Because in the end, you get a lot of negativity where they happen. The one they waited before, not so that they suffer this. At the end of the day, it comes back to the people who were not able to fight for themselves, you know, caught up in the circumstances. So to me, the immediate ceasefire always don't be something where a majority of people, the way they discuss this, always on the call on. But when you get a situation who say one party want to do this and the other party want to do this, it becomes a problem. Because even as you're talking peace and global development, not just national development, there has to be a way there is an agreement. Now, even in disagreements, a concession get for day, because at the end of the day, if we don't get that situation, it'll become a problem. So, to me...
So, what do you think say conceding this? Is it Hamas?
This is the US. This is the US already suggesting. I mean, the fact that you get a suggestion coming from one end, it is assumed that now the one for let it in actually come to an end. But again, when you look at the start, it has always been the US trying to showcase that they are better off. So, you know, globally, we can refer to the US as the super world power. Say anything they want, now it happen. But we don't see a drastic change in all of this because not to all waiting they want always don't they happen. So my conclusion has always been, let us have a roundtable discussion around all of this, foresee that we put an end to this. Because if you dey continue for vet, and you dey continue for affect the rest of the globe, because if not just the US and Israel, for example, they face the consequences, perhaps we're not going to talk about this. But then we're having this as a global discussion, because whatever happens there is a reflection of what happens globally. So I think, coming to a conclusion is always a better footing.
Yeah, you can really make of the disagreement for disarm Hamas.
I think a very fine one, but the question people in the ask here is this going to actually happen?
For disarm Hamas?
For disarm Hamas, you understand? Because we don't get any official statement coming from them. Or neither from the Israeli government, you understand? Only Donald Trump, just about me lecture they say here, they're coming from the US presidency. You understand? And we know how Trump can be. You understand? Now, unpredictable. He say this today, tomorrow he do another thing. You understand? And again, we know the kind of way Netanyahu be. You understand? You and Trump, you don't say, look, do this. At the end of the day, he break that. He do it if he for do.
Well, even for example, in the war with Iran, President Trump include Israel in negotiations for end the war between the US, Israel, and Iran. But agreement made by America, Israel can for Israel has abide to that agreement.
But you remember in the agreement we can get for ceasefire between them and Iran. You understand? Whereas Israel not agree. In fact, they even go bomb na Lebanon. You understand? Upon always and telling say Lebanon will be part of be part of the negotiation that Israel not for attack. What we see what happen. There's now a war-like person. Now Trump too is now a war-like person. You understand? But honestly, just going what they say, if this thing continue, it get a ripple effect down here. So we are praying that Donald Trump not only give lip service to waiting he don't say. If we make sure say he follow this to the latter, and Israel too gets for accept. You understand? Get for accept that okay, let's go.
But what do you think? You think the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel gets elections in October, and for many Israeli voters, they think say Benjamin Netanyahu gets unfinished work, and he gets for appeal to voters them for elect him again for another term.
Yeah, if many analysts will tell you that the man is buying time, because this war, you understand? Just what you say, many Israeli people and believe say you man get an uncompleted task. You understand? So you want to do something really please the voters them. That is what you want to do right now. You don't understand? So honestly, we are just praying that waiting Donald Trump to propose. You understand? Israeli Prime Minister accept, and Donald Trump too. Push for that. Let not go say we want to do this. At the end of the day, we'll be in the sea. Then they bomb na Gaza. You understand?
Mr. Kamal, you think Israel will agree to this latest announcement by President Trump? You think the Israeli government, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, willing for fully withdraw the troops them from Gaza?
I think it's a matter of wait and see, because we actually know each date.
But given past precedents, you think this we will see Israel withdrawing from Gaza?
If we go by the partial withdrawal, maybe don't happen. Perhaps we'll go see a continuation, even if not a full withdrawal, because after the October 10, 2025 incident, all man they feel say this now the actual ceasefire they cancel, but at the end of the day, now partial ceasefire. So these are matters where it go beyond what we see ordinarily. We there say Gaza, Israel, US, Palestine. A lot of people get caught up in all of this. From October to now, for example, over 400, close to 500 people that they don't keep. If you say this is a partial ceasefire, so imagine waiting for that to happen, if not a partial ceasefire. So it's a matter of wait and see, and we look forward to how all of this would come to an end, because like I say, where this war they continue, now the world they suffer. And if it come to an end, I think it will be in the best interest of all and sundry.
Okay, disarming Hamas and full withdrawal of the Israeli military from the Gaza Strip. in all of this, you think it is Hamas we lost? President Trump, since the kind of power, has been saying that Israel need to obliterate Hamas, obliterate Iran, the military capabilities. You think this not just an achievement of fully obliterating the Hamas military wing?
First of all, we get to understand, say, Hamas don't make it clear, say, they're not a withdraw without guarantee. In other words, they are not into this for letting loss. The same thing where Israel and the US they penetrate on, I mean, there has to be a way you suggest, say, this thing they happen for a reason, and that when we come to this, there would be a repercussion where not going to be too, I mean, deadly or debilitating. So if Hamas don't say they know they do this without a guarantee, and what is this guarantee? Now, the agreement. The US, I mean, Trump is on record to say certain things, and he do other thing there. Now, the moment that they happen, it presupposes that we are not too sure about what is going to happen. So the agreement now looks forward to how, if we say this is on paper and this is what we want, we have to go by this agreement. So I don't think, say, they are also calling for something that is undoable. Because in the end, if you talk about a ceasefire, all parties where they get for actually come and agree, say, now this is the thing. But when you agree on one end and then other thing happen on another end, it means the ceasefire is not complete. Because, I mean, if you take a look at the partial ceasefire, for example, why would we have over 400, close to 500 people that they still don't kill? What is the implication? Or what does that suggest? It is kind of defeatist, if you ask me, because you know, go don't say one thing on one hand, and then you do another thing on the other hand. So I feel like getting this aspect of the guarantee where Hamas they look for is also necessary, because that is what suggests that this is where we are and that is what we're doing.
When we talk about President Trump not being reliable, remember when negotiations be carried on Muscat in Oman for between the US and Iran, President Trump just overnight launch strikes on Iran. And if you think, say, the assurance we Hamas need in this for now, for example, even if Hamas fully disarm, Israel not go fully withdraw from Gaza in the end?
Again, if we say the US now the super world power, I think, say, we therefore go by the dictate of how then they implement what they don't say. The unpredictability of Trump, not to the first 10 days where it happen, where you go say one thing and then you see another implementation. Now, I feel like, say, you don't get to a point where if you say you're not the bigger force, you they use too much power on the younger force. The younger force gets to a position also I say, you know what, whatever happens, let it happen, but I'm not going to allow drastic defeat. So in the end, this agreement, not of us say, we want for showcase who that get the mighty power. But we want to showcase a situation who say the people and safe and we country then safe. So whilst Trump go don't say one thing and then he do another thing, first of all, we have to understand that sometimes Trump acts as an individual and not as a US president. So when that happens, it begins to tell you that he sees himself as one of the most powerful people on earth or the world, and they use that US force. Because in the end, I mean, the other day there talks about him wanting to run again as US president. Whether that is fun or not, it tells you, yes, this is something that can actually happen. So the realistic nature of all of this now, for let me say, the agreement is binding. And when it is binding, then you come to a conclusion that there is nobody that is going to say, I have won or I have lost. And I feel like that is the way to go.
Okay, but what did this tell you about the capabilities of the US and Israel? I mean, they've been fighting Hamas for more than 2.5 years. Now they're going into the third year of the conflict. What did this tell you? Hamas is still in Gaza.
If you ask me, this war don't give Hamas more zeal and more zest for continuing to be resistant. Because I'll tell you...
Hamas a resistance group, you think?
No, well, I am talking about the nature of this war. If you say, for example, how US and Israel don't come together for faith. I mean, technically, they say nobody not get the might for faith at US. But look at how long this has taken. So if Hamas still hold on the ground, even with the partial disarmament, it tells you that they are resisting and that perhaps they now have more capability for hold on to this fight. Because in the end, like I tell you, nobody know they go into a fight for loss. And sometimes as a result of the external and internal pressures where they face, you are obliged to add up to your own capabilities, and at the end we don't see they happen. So whilst the US don't consider themselves as super world power, Hamas also they say there's something we can do, and in fact they have done something. So I mean, coming to the agreement for let we see say we have a win-win situation is now a way to go.
Before I come to you, can I ask you how you could describe Hamas, a militant group or a terrorist group? It depends on a resistance group.
It depends on the nature of existing problems. At some point, Hamas don't actually act as a terrorist group, because when you have a situation where you do what the rest of the world does not approve, you are more or less terrorizing, especially when it comes to how the people, the way they affect, actually nodding at the center of for do you any harm, for example. Now, in all of this, where you get the US bringing a position, sometimes as a global position, sometimes you also they see how the US also they project their own American interests. So, terrorism, militant group or a resistance group, I go say Hamas don't use a blend of all trajectories depending on the situation at hand, because in the end, it's about making sure that they are not totally wiped out. And I feel like this is why all of this is continuing.
Well, how you go describe them, like in a whole? How you go describe Hamas?
When you have Hamas resisting at a go, you will say that a resistant group.
So
but when you have Hamas also doing things where the rest of the world no one let them do, you go say that a terrorist group.
Like who's them so than the way that scenario where they do it in the rest of the world no one.
Well, you cannot wholesomely say the rest of the world, because you would always have a few countries where perhaps no go on for speak on international relations, largely as a result of the diplomatic policies. But when you have a few countries, for example, I mean, in argument purposes, you would have some we go say we support Hamas. I mean, in all of this, we don't see nations where clearly they support US. We don't see nations where clearly they support Hamas. So when you have that situation, I'm saying there's a blend, and it's circumstantial depending on what happens at a go.
Yeah, UK, how you see Hamas today? I mean, they've been, okay, well, let us ask you, what do you make of the abilities of the American and Israeli defense forces? I mean, we've been seeing them, the fighting with Hamas in Gaza nearly 3 years now, since October the 4th of October 7th of 2023. Hamas is still in Gaza, and now we see now negotiations. They perhaps end the conflict between the US and the Israeli army and Hamas in Gaza. What do you make of the abilities of the Israeli Defense Forces and the Americans? We look at the scenario now. Hamas is still in Gaza and a passing negotiation for end the conflict.
Yes, this is tell you say Hamas now is strong force. Remember, the time we talk say he cannot wipe. He can wipe a military, but cannot wipe out an ideology. You understand? Everybody in Gaza is determined, you understand, for resist against the IDF and the US.
But you don't see them protest them in Gaza. Palestinians them in Gaza, don't they protest against Hamas, saying Hamas should this, and perhaps it's one of the pressures where they don't put on Hamas for disagreement with the Trump Board of Peace.
Yes, but then again, we don't hear any official statement coming from them say we have accepted. You understand what I say?
Yeah, a senior Hamas official will talk to Al Jazeera this morning, confirming for say the group yes to accept.
Yes, but then if you go again, they will tell that no, this way how we accept is premature. The way they want to accept, in fact, even the way how they want to negotiate is premature. You understand? Looking at the things that will happen within the war, the back and forth. Remember, they may get a 20 peace plan. You understand? Where the US present excluding Hamas not for be part of the governance in the region. You understand what I say? In the nation. And then they will disarm.
Hamas
totally
agreed to that 20-point peace plan.
No.
According to President Trump, he's saying that this disarming of Hamas for established destabilization force in Gaza, now all part of that 20-point peace plan.
Yes, he did it, but then they have no agree to the 20 peace plan. You understand? So we don't know waiting for actually happen. Just like waiting elder here they say, you say, low wait and see waiting for happen. When they get for sit down for negotiate. You understand? Because you get for be a give and take. It will be not no more US get for the push, say no, accept. No. Hamas to get for say no, well, we say that this now they present. You understand? Once we accept this, if we want to actually reach at a point where we'll get a permanent ceasefire. You understand?
You think now a miscalculation of Hamas, they attack Israel October the 7th and kill over 1,000 Israelis and take lots of Israelis them hostage. Well, then we think say many have been saying that Hamas be think say if they take their hostages them in Gaza, they go put pressure on the Israeli government for end the conflict. You think that a miscalculation from then they now they seeing Hamas they fully disarm and not take any future part in the governance of Gaza?
No, I don't think so. I think they do that because of a purpose. You understand? And we don't see the kind of way how the war don't drag. In fact, most people when the war starts, say, the US and IDF, you understand, coming together, then they come. In fact, there is time for destabilize Hamas. May today, almost 3 years now. You understand? Yeah, they are still fighting. You understand? Now we are seeing the US calling Hamas to the round table for letting sit down and negotiate so that they will get a permanent ceasefire. So it tells you that even them too, the war don't affect them in one way or the other. You understand? Because if actually they get total hegemony over them, I believe say there's no way the kind of how the war they go. There's no way they won't call them say okay let's sit and discuss and have a meeting point. You understand? But we are seeing now they are pushing. So if somebody look at them critically, you say, I think say Hamas be the champion of the right cause. You understand? Going and attack. You understand? Attack Israel, hold some hostages and bring them in. You understand? In fact, we see exchange of prisoners. You understand? Hostages. You understand? So we cannot say Hamas. I mean, be miscalculated for take that actual step. You understand? Okay. Because they said, if you look at them, they achieve something at the end of the day. We see where them they exchange hostages, right? Then they give them, and now the US don't come and call them. So let's present them, then point them, say, this is what we want. You understand? This is what we want. Now give and take. US accept, then accept. You understand? Maybe probably in that 20 peace plan, we don't want to say they don't want the Hamas, the part of the government of Palestine. You understand? Maybe who knows if actually when they go then for no, we are not going to agree. We want to forget. I mean, certain parts of quota. You understand? Or blah blah. You understand?
Well, you think without a military wing of Hamas, I think it's the Al-Qassam Brigade, Hamas will get any say without any military for demand for say yes, one will play part in the political structure of Gaza post-war.
If they don't get a say, I mean, if they don't get a say,
without a military wing, you think they are asking demand later?
No, in fact, they have to be too skeptical because they know say the people who they deal with, now people are not reliable. Going to that table and sit down, they have to make sure say they communicate what they want directly. You understand? They agree. Because the man in Washington is unpredictable, and the man in Israel too, Benjamin Netanyahu is unpredictable, right? So they don't learn a lot. In fact, I believe they learn from what happened between Iran and the US and Israel. You understand? That these guys, they will come if they want you, they can't belly you. Then at the end of the day, and do other things, they do otherwise. You understand? So then they get for make sure say go in there, they get for fully loaded and ready for give and take. If not that, I know they see for the proposal of Donald Trump for the whole water.
Okay, Mr. Kaba, what do you think say win or loss in this? In the end, what do you think say be get an edge?
I mean, clearly, perhaps this is not a matter of who has won or who has lost, because if now win and loss, by now we know for the discuss this. The fact that we still discuss, I mean, only means say this is something that has affected both parties. While some sections or sectors go claim victory on the other end, there will be other sectors claiming victory on the other end. So we look forward to a full agreement. We go ensure say we come to full disarmament, because now if you ask the US, then go tell you say they are projecting a win. I mean, Hamas not go ever tell you say then they project a loss, because at the end of the day, this is now war. And in wars, everybody they go for win. You know they go for loss. I mean, just as in anything. So we look forward to how we go to the full agreement because, I mean, if you take them back from 2025 October, we'll get a partial, disarmament. We not a full one. He only tell you, say, now only full disarmament good system will bring an end to all of this. Otherwise, these are things that will continue. So it's not a matter of win and loss. It's a matter of having the full agreement, and then we see, say, all parties are now on a stable condition where we're not going to continue to discuss this.
Okay, the new ECOWAS chairman, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, also the Senegalese president, pay a first visit to the Sahel region, to Mali. He meets with the general, with the Malian junta leader, Assimi Goïta. This is not the very first meeting we pay since he became chairman of ECOWAS. And even before he became the chairman of ECOWAS at that point in time for say, it will be like the lead negotiator for bringing back Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger back into the economic bloc. How significant do you think say this meeting actually be?
I mean, that is expected. It is part of what the man is supposed to do. I mean, you don't be the ECOWAS chairman, one of the youngest, for don't take that, seats there. It only means that he has a responsibility for letting you build that kind of trust and dialogue. And you're not going to build trust and dialogue sitting on your comfort zone. There has to be a way you reach out. And so I think, say, a move, a diplomatic move, which was expected. Any other person is expected to have done same. Because when you talk, all of everything that happened, whether in Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and all of those other states, the fact that there has been a withdrawal, it only means that there has to be a way we bring a dialogue. In dialogue negotiations, again, it's not a matter of showcasing supremacy. Even as you have ECOWAS, you go have to realize, say, ECOWAS for they in a position for takes or make certain decisions against certain nations. But it does not always work that way because you have to look at the forces. There's always an aggression side to any conflict. You would always have someone who go feel aggrieved or we go feel, say, this not the reason we make we day into this. How do you come to negotiate? How do you enhance trust? How do you build confidence? Now, through engagement. And so if you see Faye as the new ECOWAS chairperson reaching out, I think it is what's necessary because, we've always been talking about how African nations have to come together for that we enhance unity. ECOWAS is not just a small sect in the African region, but if we are able to, create entities in-house for CC, we build trust and dialogue, I think Sedani they help for promote the general perspective of the African nations. Because if you say Africa are the weakest continents globally, for example, how do we now begin to work as one nation? How do we now begin to work as one continent for CC? The trust where most people don't think, say, missing is brought back. And so when you have leaders reaching out, I think it is but a step in the right direction.
You say you expect for, say, the meeting for it to happen. You expect for, say, it will succeed for bringing back Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, because he was the lead negotiator for ECOWAS for bringing back the Sahel, the Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. But he failed in that, and now he's the chair. Now I get the responsibility for bringing back the countries into the bloc. You expect for, say, Bassirou Diomaye Faye will succeed for bringing back these three countries?
We would not entirely say that he failed. Being a lead negotiator is not an instantaneous guarantee that what he say now for happen. Like I said,
Phineas, he was the lead negotiator with the full backing of ECOWAS behind him.
That is what I'm saying. ECOWAS, get a responsibility for back anybody where they lead any negotiations. In fact, it is mandatory for let them back because it is an ECOWAS decision, no matter how you look at it. But like I tell you, there are decisions where ECOWAS they want instantly, not to every nation they take them. Sometimes even when you have member states of ECOWAS, look at what is happening in Guinea. If you ask anybody, when Malabio was chairman of ECOWAS, it is expected that we not foresee all waiting to happen, but it still go ahead and happen. So I'm basically saying. So
what you want to say about President Bio leadership of ECOWAS?
It is not just about Malabio as former chairman. This is about nations wanting to do what they want, devoid of the position of ECOWAS. Because in the end, ECOWAS has always been there. But when you have nations wanting to do what they want, they see what they happen. The other day, we don't see. Dumbuya and Guinea don't carry a tutor with military convoy. Even when they, talk say perhaps the convoy is too heavy on the first one, he do the same on the ECOWAS summit. What does that tell you?
On Monday, I interviewed the Minister of Internal Affairs. He say now be an agreement for bringing that convoy there. Government approve them.
Timothy Kaba is mandated to tell you that government approval because it don't happen. It don't happen already. At the end of the day, you have people looking at that. First of all, it is very terrorizing. How do you come into an ECOWAS summit? By the way, the only person we do at the ECOWAS summit, you had other bigger nations where not just jets and waiting the camp. I'm saying you have nations.
But considering the fact for Sinabi, a military leader in Guinea, now he holds a sham election and
Usman
win
Marabio was also a military leader. So we make it very clear. He not ever go to Guinea, who then can convoy them do. In fact, most of the time where they go serve now flights they use. So I'm basically saying, all of us cannot be the same. You have people who go just want for do certain things them. And I'll tell you, Doumbouya has always been making attempts, for example, for showcase supremacy between Ian Salon or even between Ian Liberia. We see the other day a picture where they take. So all of these things, I'm saying nations and individuals are not the same. We cannot always see eye to eye. But at the end of the day, the ECOWAS position should not be seen or considered as a final position because, most of those things are not binding. This is why dialogue is necessary. This is why negotiations are necessary. So I would say Fayedon coming, we look forward to how he is able to succeed because if he succeeds, now ECOWAS don't succeed.
You expect him for succeed?
It is expected, but we can't.
But you think he will succeed? Look at all of the things.
Osman, let us be clear. When you say if I expect him for succeed, I will tell you it is expected. But is that success guaranteed? I would say it's a matter of wait and see because these are things that are always unpredictable and they have always been like that.
You expect them for succeed given the fact for say it gets a lot of political crisis in Senegal. Ian Sonko now forming this new political party, PRA Republicans. You think it will succeed given the pressure with on at home?
We no go judge now too early. Say you ever succeed or not ever succeed. It is too early for law we judge that. But for me, for let's take this step first, I feel to say now a step in the right direction.
Because even President Biyo will be the chairman of ECOWAS last year. He paid visits to Burkina Faso, he paid visits to Mali.
Yes.
So this is not new.
No, but if you look at the influence of Senegal among French nation-speaking countries, you understand?
President Biyo gets that influence the way Senegalese president gets.
No, he gets that, but the tie between Senegal and Mali and Burkina Faso, you cannot compare that tie between Sierra Leone and Mali. You understand what I say? You cannot compare that. You understand? So for long we see the young man take that step there. It's really important because we need Mali as a region. We need Burkina Faso in this region. We need Niger in the region. Remember, Mali then a strategic location. You understand? So follow just left them so without negotiating with them, bring them. Follow the new ECOWAS chair. Bring confidence in them to say, really want to accept our back. Although you guys we don't decide for go, but we still need now for let go. You understand? I think saying a very fine move for your new chair. You understand? Only that what we watch the theory that come in mind here is if Goita go able for accept waiting Bashir Dumafai go tell him, you understand? Because remember the AS don't they become too powerful recently?
I will tell you. When you say too powerful, what do you mean?
What I mean here, now the AS just where they think that break away. Waiting ECOWAS, they fail for do. You understand? They don't really take their steps and they want. The establishment of a single media house. You understand? We say in the broadcast everything happen between the AS. You understand? Now they are pushing for single currency. You understand? Pushing for single ID card. In fact,
ECOWAS gets an ID card. What's the difference? You don't know about that ECOWAS ID card for member countries?
Yes, but
biometric ID card.
How many countries within ECOWAS we don't actually move to that? We say we don't move to that. You understand? But how many countries? Let's check. You understand? Secondly, so you might discuss, and you see actually that they're ready for collaborate. You church one, you church all. You understand?
But
So,
who that you think say desperately need encompassing? Is it the Alliance of Sahel States or ECOWAS?
No, I don't think if the Sahel state for now they need ECOWAS. No, me not think so.
But why you go say that? Because ECOWAS together with the French army, they help these three countries in the Sahel for fight against terrorist groups them.
Yeah.
And we don't see since the departure or since when they ask France out, terrorism in the Sahel don't even increase. I mean, we talk about the blockade on roads,
Yeah, sure.
the fuel shortages in Niger.
No, even when they help them, we still see terrorist groups and they attack. Not the same Sahel. Maybe probably them coming together, you understand, with the help of Russia and other states. So they go curtail that a bit, you understand? But looking at it now, as it is now, the way how these three leaders, the way how the whole meeting, the how they discuss, I don't feel to say if they go easily come like ECOWAS.
But is it possible?
I'm not going to say not possible, but I don't feel say if you go up in of recent, I don't think so.
It not go happen in the next 1 year.
At all not.
So you don't expect particularly MI5 for succeeding in time for bringing back these three countries.
These three countries, yes, I don't think so. But I don't go say Bashir MI5. No go succeed.
Who that then go succeed? Because before President Bio, before Faye, Nabi, the leader of West Africa's largest economy, the largest military, Tinubu failed for bringing back the countries into the bloc. Then charged President Bio with that responsibility.
Yes,
President Bio stopped short for achieve that day.
Yes.
And now we see Faye, but you also think say Faye no go achieve Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger coming back to the bloc.
I don't think so. The only thing we get for do here, in get for push. You get for push because remember 1 year. Except if they get for alarm go for second time, you understand? But for let use the 1 year for bring them on board. I don't think say if you get for be very easy because the way how these three guys, the way how these three nations are pushing now, you understand? I don't feel to say if they go on for come easily in ECOWAS, you understand? Because let me tell you, those guys not trust ECOWAS. We see how ECOWAS don't begin the lost value. In fact, not only those three guys, another country again, they plan for left them.
Which one?
Is it Mauritania also?
Mauritania for a very long time we don't left, but President Bio saying that they come back to ECOWAS.
Yes, that's what he say. In fact, when the summit then come as observers, is that also?
Well, President Bio saying a gradual process. They come back to ECOWAS.
Yes, that's so easy, but they don't come yet. You understand? So it means ECOWAS as a bloc, as a regional bloc, gets for do more. They need for do more. 50 years from its formation, I think say ECOWAS gets for good like doing board and do things them way and feel to say, they're going for win back the minds of the citizens in the region. You ask people out there, he will tell you that, yes. If you ask someone about ECOWAS, he'll tell you, we don't see the essence of ECOWAS. Because when they feel to say, now ECOWAS they do, or ECOWAS for do, ECOWAS don't fail in that regard. You just mentioned here the president of Guinea. The man overthrew. He come, he put on civilian attires, he will contest, clandestinely win the elections. ECOWAS be if not first or the second organization for congratulate them. So it tells you that where are we heading to? Again, if other nation again do the same thing, ECOWAS the period of ECOWAS will do the same thing again. You understand? So this the 19 that people they look at them say ECOWAS really want for sway from waiting the feel to see 9 for do. Okay. So I don't think say if the AES go come very soon na ECOWAS.
Mr. Kaba, what do you make of the Alliance of Sahel States, the AES? UK talk about how the increase on their military capabilities and economic power. What do you make of the Alliance of Sahel States, given the fact to say they've grown even much more stronger since they formed the bloc? You think the possibilities of these three countries returning back is slim or achievable?
On one end, it is slim because we get for no say this is not going to be excuse me, this is not going to be something that would happen overnight. I mean, the case of Mauritania, for example, we just discussed now a clear case in point. I mean, Mauritania now actually one of the founding members of ECOWAS back in the 1975 when they established them. But then when they pull out in the year 2000, now I could say they're partial members. They are not full members because by the August 2017 agreement, they can actually take part in certain decisions, but not all decisions because, of course, they're not a full member. But the case in Sahel is also a bit concerning because we have to be clearer that these nations are not going to return to ECOWAS overnight. This is why these discussions are necessary. But you also want to forget them discussions there because you don't want member states them where they pull out for begin see ECOWAS as a threat. You don't want to see member states them where they pull out for begin they get another agenda which is devoid from the ECOWAS agenda. Peace and the security of these nation states are the primary focus of ECOWAS, no matter how you look at them. So anyone way want for take a different route, ECOWAS no go want for agree to that. But even as with the speak negotiations, I think the dialogue has been so, mild to an extent. No matter how a member state wants to be aggressive, ECOWAS, they always come in for show the softer picture because in the end, it is about promoting cohesion. It is about enhancing peace and lasting security. So I'm not going to tell you, say, these member states would automatically come back. There is a possibility if these negotiations continue and they see a reason to come back. But you also cannot say it is not possible because the fact that they are, appreciative of some of these discussions tells you that anything can happen.
Well, I think if they even entertain discussions with the ECOWAS chair and for strengthening relationship with Sahel nations and ECOWAS, those who actually come back, but one for build relationship with ECOWAS instead.
That decision could only be reached after understanding the focus of these discussions and why they are being held in the first place. So like I tell you, if you want to be pessimistic, say this is something not going to happen, they go tell you, say they don't want to get meet with ECOWAS. What ECOWAS go do? They're nothing. But the fact that we're having these discussions tells us that there's room for letting TR happen back. And so until we get to those positions, it is a matter of wait and see because they would always have reasons to withdraw or not to withdraw.
But if ever they return, you think that it would be a big disappointment for the many millions of Africans, them young Africans, who support the movement of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger?
I am not going to say this is going to be a disappointment. You have a lot of Africans who then get a different view about why ECOWAS is in existence in the first place. Even member states, you have member states who not too okay with the existence of ECOWAS or perhaps not too okay with certain things the way ECOWAS they do, which is natural and it is expected. But at the end of the day, if we are talking about Africa and we want to project this oneness, it is always but fitting that we continue to see eye to eye. We would not always have the same views. People can always have opinions. But at the end of the day, I think say the greater good now for say we all continue to live as one African continent. Under ECOWAS, for example, when you do anything whether in the interest of ECOWAS, you have a lot of people applauding you. But when you do anything contrary to what ECOWAS go want, you also have a lot of people coming at you. So it's about enhancing these dialogues, these discussions for CCA. We provide the greatest good for the greatest number, like I always done the same.
Yeah, UK, what do you think? You think say it would be a disappointment for the many millions of young Africans? We just elect Ibrahim Traoré. Say Ibrahim Traoré is the Pan-Africanist way Africa actually need, given the fact that he has been standing up against the West. Burkina Faso don't be invited. Lots of times since he cannot power for attend the UN General Assembly, Ibrahim Traoré has declined attending the General Assembly all since he cannot power in 2022. You think it could be a disappointment for the many millions of Africans? Because if you walk around the streets of it and ask Freetonians them first, they would say how would they elect Ibrahim Traoré if ever they return back to ECOWAS? What do you think?
If you look at some other aspect of the people, and we say we are disappointed because many people, many Africans, you understand, outside the three countries they are, you understand, then they appreciate the alliance, you understand, because of the steps away they take. And then again, if you look at other people, you look at them from the diplomatic point of view, they want to say, okay, let the AS come, you understand, But then I'll tell you, if they come, I believe say changes them. If actually they for come, changes them for the ECOWAS, because if they get for accept for come, they get things them more believe they get for highlight. We are feel to say they go right with the block. So they go say, okay, let's address the issue of this. Let's address the issue of this. You understand? So in doing so, ECOWAS to go say, okay, no problem. Let's try for move into this direction. And this direction, if move into this direction, it will be for promote waiting, go make people appreciate. You understand? But even me seated here, you understand? I like the way how the Sahel states they move. To be honest, me seated here.
So you also know want for leader it on. Okay. You don't want for leader it on?
I want for leader it on, but I want for leader ECOWAS really see people, you understand, appreciate people we push for Pan-Africanism, you understand? People where they stand the ground, you understand? Say no, we are telling the West. We are not only saying yes to the West, yes to the West, you understand? Like Ibrahim Traoré, as you already said here, don't decline many meetings with the West, you understand? But he's here in Africa. Although the argument here is we don't know what actually happened at the entire Burkina Faso, but waiting people they see, you understand? We see some kind of development really take place.
I know, but so, the biggest issue Burkina Faso they face now with terrorism, and if you ask many think tanks, they will tell you say Ibrahim Traoré don't fall far short of actually securing Burkina Faso. Waiting. We have been seeing now this massive infrastructure project where they don't carry out now the capital city Ouagadougou or the nearing cities them near the capital city, but many Burkinabes still they under this military insurgent groups them in the north of the country in the south of Burkina Faso.
Yes, my brother, addressing that issue, the address in a quick fix.
So how about him focusing for really build the Burkina Faso military? It is not even among the top 20 strongest militaries in Africa.
Yes, but I believe gradually until now. In fact, I'll tell you, if these guys continue, I will see for them to establish an army, a very strong army, you understand, within the region. Because remember, they get the support of Russia. Before this time, the Malian military was not a strong military as compared to now. But we see what Russia do. They are supporting them. Now they have one of the strongest in the sub-region, if not in Africa. You understand?
What do you mean? The Malian army gets one of the strongest?
In the sub-region, one of the strongest. Yeah, you can check that. I'm telling you, you can check that. Fact check me if I stand to be corrected. But in the sub-region, they get one of the strongest. You understand, my brother? So, them coming together with the help of Russia, I believe they can make a very fine military. You understand? But for them just come within 4 years. Remember, the issue of terrorism in that region for the longest of time.
Do you not think Mali, Russia through Wagner, don't really help out, like for cover up outside the French, be they help these countries them for fight against terrorism? Because the country, I think it's the Mali Minister of Defense, we then kill this BNT.
Yeah.
That's not an area where the Russian mercenaries them for help out the Malian army for fight against terrorists them. You think the Russians they don't really help Mali or don't really cover up that space where ECOWAS and the French be the cover for fight against terrorism for these Sahel countries?
No, my brother, they're not going to do that once because remember you are fighting an insurgent groups them where at least don't they exist in another part of the region for the longest of time. It has to take time. Even the time where ECOWAS and the French troops and be there around, we still see these guys ravaging. The Sahel. So the Wagners before this time, many people they criticize they stay around na the region. See, in fact, the presence of the region, now for let them come, exploit the region, exploit the minerals, you understand? But I believe, say, if these guys actually come together, make a very fine case to say now we've asked the French guys out of our nations, you understand? And then we are no more in the ECOWAS bloc. We don't establish AS. So we need support for combat this. I believe, say, honestly, Russia therefore come in and strengthen the Wagner and even the militaries for fight the terrorists.
Let me go for a very short break. You're still with the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM, Radio Garden, Radio Zimina, Pujaun District, and Surf on Facebook and YouTube.
Salon, they take action for every mama and every pikin. Together, we go reach zero. We all for take action. So no mama no go die where it give life. No pikin no go die from preventable sickness. Radio. No pikin no go left behind for take maclet. The race to zero, they on now.
But zero no go happen by chance. If you na mama or belle woman, take action. Go na clinic early. If you na papa, take action. Support mama, care you picking for maclet. If you na chief, take action. Encourage belle woman them for go hospital for a well body one. We all for take action for save the life of we woman and picking them. So join with today for take action for reach zero. This message they come out from the Ministry of Health together with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
Move with BNB Cash App.
It's
People from all over the country, they send and receive money faster than ever with BNB Cash App.
Me na businesswoman. I send money to my customer in Nigeria. Quick one, no waste them.
Me na Okada rider. I buy me airtime, pay me extra bill without I not left me yourself. Simple and easy.
Me na student. I receive money from my daddy at the state with no stress.
Now so you go get some with BNB Cash App. You can send money na Canada, Ghana, Senegal, Guinea, Liberia, and other side them na the world. You can always process your BNB.
It's
via
Epic
Western
Radio.
Union. Tap send, now you that. Send wave and MoneyGram code anytime, any side. Enjoy the fastest transfer, extra payment, airtime top up, and more. All inside one app. Download the BNB Cash App today. Now Google Play Store and iOS App Store. BNB Cash App is so easy, fast and reliable. For more information, just contact the customer service on 072 500 000.
It's Epic Radio.
Can also say in Lebanon all with the big cam, but the big people the big cam. That not mean say you not be part of no. This na IHO, all man can enjoy. So Epic Radio, they can reach the return of Epic or this. This go happen na St. Anthony Parish Hall, where they na 6 seats. The date na October 17. Ticket price na 100 million and the time na 7 o'clock na next. That time then now, we go begin pick the music them. I say, can see the mommy them and the pa them. Where the pa them say, then go dance them bell button and presses. The mommy them say, but yeah, we know they talk nothing. You say, go Kotoku, or Kabasnot. Now don't they keep all things. You go meet with old party them and meet with new one them. But for the music they hold, then go begin play the one from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, to the 2000 and the millennium now. No, it's not the small one them. Now they get some, but say, no check past the mommy and the power, because now they own music down there. What they say be rock and roll. I say long life, you defend them for yourself, the map of what MIC, now the comedian the Igwe inside this country. When a Desmond Bayer and Igwe Condos. So Fambu, what now that town again? One and not say, oh, this corner, working come every Saturday. So we all can enjoy them, not so. Bobo, the end of go for show you on style here because the live band, you go for the number now for the bread music next September rain. Epic Radio Monday now, go ready for the pick the kind music game. We go reach, don't know your part. Una no can join you here, but una can more because now Ayejo, all man, they on this one. So Epic Radio, they can read the return of Epic on this corner. We go happen October 17, next St. Anthony Parish Hall for just 100 million and the time now 7 o'clock. Oh, let we go there and go enjoy because we the old one there and the new one there. We go meet up the old school because show who shall we on the reach.
Okay, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM, Radio Garden, Radio Zimi, na the Pujaun district on Facebook and Self Live on YouTube. Quickly, gentlemen, we'll talk about the plans President Bio be announced this BNTM, will then behold the ECOWAS Media Summit local district, and President Bio was saying that by 2027 ECOWAS plan for rollout the single currency for West African countries then, but we've also seen announcements made saying that this will only happen in phases with countries then we don't qualify with the thresholds then where ECOWAS go set in place, go join in first. Countries where people have widely expected for say get for start first in first phase of countries where we get for adopt the ECOWAS single currency, like Ghana for example, like Nigeria, Sierra Leone, the Gambia and others. What do you make of a single currency for West Africa, UK?
Yes, I feel to say this is a very fine one because beaucoup people be push for this. The same way ECOWAS as a bloc, and think say we need to roll out a single currency. You know, because if you look at the trade within the region, you know, it was like if you want to come on a salon for go do business in Togo, unless you change in dollars. So for the ECOWAS, actually, especially this summit, wait and see them and say next year 2027, then go ensure say they roll out the ECO. That's the new, that's the currency. It's a very fine one. Only I will pray that this time around they able to make sure say they implement that, because we don't hear these rumors for a very long time. Say we will use the single currency at the region, you know. Because the good thing about this, if it happen, it will promote economic and trade integration within the region. You know, it boosts the economies. You understand? Mm-hmm. Now a very fine one. You know, I really, in fact, in this summit, done one by the thing we really appreciate, you know, and then communicate, the 15 communications we then sign. This is the one we really appreciate. I say, oh, I think we are getting there. For can get a simple, but just like what you say, you are saying they get for all armed force to countries them we don't prepare, you know, and countries we don't prepare, you know, then go assist them, then go give them aid. So then self go for meet up. I mean the threshold we then set for like nations and begin the user. You know, in fact, they are saying even if I Guinea too, I think they have to assist them. In fact, they don't refer them to the current president of Ivory Coast, Alassane Ouattara, who is a member of the presidential council. So they assist them, so they have go able for meet up the threshold for them for use the ECO. So my brother, this is a very good one. You know, now this one for see, the ECOWAS could they do. You know, if you do this, people appreciate them. We are not here just for the talk bad things about ECOWAS. But when they do the right things, people will come out and praise them. I feel say this now, if very fine, especially we in a salon. Change $100 now, you $100, you go na pizza for go change them. And we'll pass gold plastic. You understand? But if we get a single currency we they use, it goes at the advantage of business people. If I come here, I go Guinea, you know, say if I go this ECO, Then go accept and you go Togo, then go accept. You go Mali, you go Nigeria, Ghana. You accept and it's off. And unless you can't change the coins, because you remember how many coins the money they use in the region. Over 7. I stand to be over 7 coins the money they use in the ECOWAS region. So if you can't get a single currency, it's a very fine one to me.
Mr. Kamara, what do you make of them? You think it's welcoming for get a single currency for West African countries?
Yeah, it is always welcoming in the sense this is about boosting regional integration. And like how they say, we always don't be constrained in terms of the currencies them who they use now this part of the continent. I mean, if you go Guinea or Baya, you can go Leone, you would have to change back to franc, Guinea, or you want for a change into dollar or what have you. So I think say the ECO go boost the regional integration in one sense, plus also that aspect of, I would say, the West African identity. You know, most people, them way, no one they go Guinea, where you see Guinea, franc Guinea, Solomon and the owners are beginning money safe because they hardly see them, they hardly use them. I mean, when you get an IPAS, you change them. Not to talk about the Liberian US dollar. So, in all of this, the ECO actually, they boost unity on the aspect of us seeing ourselves as one, plus also the regional integration. You get a lot of business people and way, if you want to go Nigeria, Ghana, or any side, pass the change money into dollars. You go again, you change it into the local currency. So with the ECO, it would boost trade, investment, creating opportunities, plus also the aspect of us seeing ourselves as one. Because the aspect of being united is very crucial in all of this, and the ECO being a single currency we all they use could actually help for strengthening that. This is something that could have happened since 2020, but of course, you know, say this Ebola and COVID term, it may actually affect some things. So we look forward to how it will be implemented in 2027, hoping that all member states will actually come on board. I mean, since 1983, for example, we don't get talks about a single currency. But you know, these are things that will not just happen overnight. But I think if it happen, it will be in the interest of all and sundry, and all of us would be in a position to fully understand that this they help we for work as one, and they help we for be more united in terms of integration and seeing ourselves as one.
How achievable you think say be? Because you get a lot of countries them in the ECOWAS region where some economies they do very well, some economies they perform. Some economies they do very bad. You think it's achievable? You think now all countries them in the long run go come on board?
It is expected that everybody will come on board because you know one forgets a few people them agree and others not agree. Even the West African Monetary Zone Director General Boema Kamara the other day make and clear say this is something that is in the hands of member states. So now they get for agree because they're not going to go say, then they force anybody for do this. But this is about the will. This is about making sure that you agree that this is something we want to do for the people. Because not for member states to do, would they do them for the rest of the member states. So in the end, when we do them, it'll help we all. If you get your ECO, you can go to any member state, transact and come back. Where you don't need for change or do anything. In fact, it is save with time, it is save with energy and resources. So I think it is but a step in the right direction. And we look forward to how member states are willing to accept.
If this actually achievable and then start for all amount by next year, you don't think say business alone will lose a lot? Let's say, for example, things using the ECO currency in Ghana, for example, commodities are not expensive in Ghana. I mean, the one ECO or so we go use for buy a lot of things them in Ghana, you know, you go need 5 ECO so for buy the same commodity in Sierra Leone. You don't think say countries we get high inflation go lost in this?
I mean, there are downsides to everything, and if you look at how the redomination don't take place in Salon money actually, it better we don't count out 1,000 instead of million. The 10 they call 1 million. I mean, it is very embarrassing that when you go over they say 1 million leones, you know, every reach $100. So now that we're talking thousands, I think it actually don't help we for reduce the pressure a bit because Nigeria, we talk 1 million naira. not a small money, even in dollars. I mean, it runs into hundreds of dollars.
Even salon we call 1 million leon, it's a lot.
That is why I said it is good that we have changed from 1,000 to
say at the point in time, you know, be a billionaire.
from million to 1,000. You know, today we say million, now the equivalent is a billion. Of course, now we say 1,000, now today million. So that is why I said it is good. But like I say, there would always be downsides to everything. But if the ECO is fully enforced, I mean, it got to do with the exchange rates in our member states now. It is now dependent, just like how we get dollar. So I think, say, the dollar is a clear example of why we need ECO. When you get dollar, you use any sign of the world. I mean, for example, whether na Guinea, whether na Liberia, whether na Salon, with your dollar, you change it to the local currency.
You don't think it's too late? It's not too late?
It is never too late. I mean, members say this nothing they will not happen automatically. If nothing they happen automatically, we for the use ECO by now, because from the 1980s, where they don't start them discussions there. But you know, these are things where they take time. You need central bank approval all over, not just one country, now all member states. So I think no matter how slow, if we get there, it will be a win-win situation for all of us.
Even the East African regional bloc get planned for roll out a single currency for East African countries them, and we don't see ECOWAS saying that yes, by next year we will start for all amount. You don't think say the best option for Africa and follow gets a single currency for Africa instead?
We have to start somewhere. You know, if you start...
That is not achievable right now?
It is achievable, but not instantaneous. I mean, the one who they try for do now, the West African nation will not get it. The one for go to the rest of the African continent. So I think Senator will take time. But like I said, if we start somewhere, an urge for we say this is something we can do, and this is something we can actually achieve. So I look forward to how we can start with these little steps before we expand to all of the regional African integration.
Yes, UK. The East African regional bloc gets planned for all out single currency for East African countries. I think SADC in the south also gets planned for Dodande. But we see ECOWAS don't give a time frame. Say yes, next year we expect for all amount. And with the AU's Africa Continental Free Trade Area, lots of countries them opening them borders for trade to other countries them in Africa. You think it's now is the time for you to see this economic bloc or the African Union actually put measures in place for get a single African currency instead?
Yes, of course. But just like what me elaborate say here, the fact we have to start somewhere. You understand? I believe so. With these moves, the more they take so, you get for Ghana now, AU for say, let us push for get a single currency. You understand? In fact,
you think say that they could be possible even in the next 50 years?
Yeah, it go possible.
You think Western monetary organizations, the IMF, the World Bank, Western countries, will allow Africa for be that united, forget that one currency for Africa?
No, it's not about them. It's about us.
No, but you don't think they're able for influence to not get the one currency? Because I think think tank they don't say why West Africa not get that single currency for the longest of time. It's because these countries, the French countries, using their own one currency. They've been putting pressures, they've been sabotaging the plan for getting one currency. So let's say even where BRICS countries them be announcing they want to get a single currency for BRICS nations, India, China, Russia. The American president Donald Trump in pressure we don't even hear he talks about the BRICS single currency for the countries them.
Yes, you are right. Not too easy something. You understand? Because follow we move from dollars, you understand? Because dollar that we commonly use in Africa, understand? Across Africa. Follow we move there and we get a single currency, you have to tell on the US, you understand? And we be in the CC one for be independent. But honestly, we have to be radical as a continent if we want to get there. You understand? We get for take bold step. We really need a single currency. In fact, if we can get this ECO, East Africa get, SADC get, honestly, they send a signal that Africa is really uniting. They have a move for them to become a united force. You understand? With that, in fact, we can begin to get knowledge from them blocks there. For the AU get a starting point. Say, oh, if these guys, these new blocks can do that, I believe say if we come together, we can still achieve this goal of us having a single currency in Africa. You know, so it will not go not achievable. It's achievable. It all depends to the nations them and the leaders them. You understand? For letting come to my brother, if this are ready, no matter what, they can achieve that.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me this morning here inside the Epic Morning Show. Sheku Putska Kamara, a lecturer at FBC and also a journalist, and Al Hassan UK Fofana, a diplomacy and international relations analyst. Thank you so much for your time this morning here inside the program.
Pleasure.
Up next, we'll get sports and entertainment news, plus the review of the biggest local stories of the week with Reginald Soya. Until then, my name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. Take care.
To capture the attention of customers, we focus on cutting-edge marketing communications that communicate, engage, and interact directly with our client's target. Our vast experience in the fascinating world of marketing communications, event management, below-the-line activations, and more ensures that we deliver nothing but amazing results. We are the agency of everything creative. We are Priority Solutions Limited. Talk to us for all your marketing communications, multimedia productions, event management, experientials or activations, media management, public relations, and more. We are a trusted brand, and the results and quality of our services can be seen through the brands we have worked with. Visit our website at www.prioritysolutions.co or call us on +232 76 1032. Priority Solutions, we know what works for you. We have what works for you. We do what works for you. Priority Solutions, what works.
Hello and welcome to Biz and Echo News with Marion Precious George. Inside today's edition of the Biz and Echo News, the chairman of the ECOWAS Business Council, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, don't call on West Africa leader them for shift the region focus from policy declaration to practical economic transformation, stressing that industrialization, private sector investment, and deeper regional integration important as way for unlock sustainable growth and job creation. Dangote said this way able to talk during the ECOWAS summit in Alunge. Usa is say future relevance of the regional bloc will be measured not by the number of agreements them where them don't sign, but by the economic opportunity them where them create for nearly 400 million West Africa them, where most of them are young people where they look for employment. He also argued that while ECOWAS don't make notable progress over the past 50 years, the region for now fast-track economic reform them were capable for deliver real benefits to business and citizens them. He continues to say West Africa possess enough natural resources, vast agricultural potential, strategic mineral, youthful population, and expanding urban market, with the regional economy projected for growth by about 5% this year. Still, he say unemployment, food insecurity, and weak manufacturing continue for undermine the region economic potential. According to Dangote, economic growth no more not enough if it not translate into industrial expansion, value addition, and productive employment. He also said genuine transformation require West Africa country them for manufacture waiting them they eat, process them natural resources locally, give strength to regional value chain, and self-expand into our Africa trade. Saloon debt financing strategy set for shift further towards longer-term and lower-cost external resources, with the International Monetary Fund indicating that grant financing, concessional lending, and climate-related funding will gradually replace more expensive domestic borrowing under the country involving debt sustainability framework. According to IMF country report number 26168, the financial assumption behind the debt sustainability analysis points to a financing structure designed for reduced borrowing cost while expanding repayment period, one move expected for support fiscal management as the government continue for implementing economic reform program. The report also showed that financing for the International Development Association will remain highly concessional over the coming years. Under the assumption used in the DSA, the country expects to receive 100% grant financing through 2027 before transitioning to zero-interest 40-year IDA credits between 2028 and 2030, carrying 10-year grace period together with standard service charges. From 2031 onwards, the financing profile assume a return to regular IDA credit. We make IMF say their assumption form part of the debt framework where them use for assess the country medium-term borrowing outlook and repayment capacity. The International Monetary Fund Country Report number 26168 warned that major contingent liability and primarily from state-owned enterprise and potential financial sector stress go possibly tip the government's debt metric sharply higher if they materialize. Insight in debt sustainability analyst under the third review of the extended credit facility arrangement and in connection with requests related to the resilience and sustainability facility, the IMF stressed that the contingent liability stress test used the same assumption as the previous DSA and pegs total contingent liability at 10% of GDP. The fund expanded that the contingent liability for SOE debt set at 5% of GDP higher than the default value, reflecting the authority's latest estimate, while contingent liability from financial markets assigned the standard minimum of 5% of GDP based on the average fiscal cost of financial crisis in LICs since 1980. Now all this we get for you today inside the Biz and Echo News. Mina Marion Precious George.
To capture the attention of customers, we focus on cutting-edge marketing communications that communicate, engage, and interact directly with our clients' target. Our vast experience in the fascinating world of marketing communications, event management, below-the-line activations, and more ensures that we deliver nothing but amazing results. We are the agency of everything creative. We are Priority Solutions Limited. Talk to us for all your marketing communications, multimedia productions, event management, experientials or activations, media management, public relations, and more. We are a trusted brand, and the results and quality of our services can be seen through the brands we have worked with. Visit our website at www.prioritysolutions.co or call us on +232 76 1032. Priority Solutions, we know what works for you. We have what works for you. We do what works for you. Priority Solutions, what works.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Sport Updates inside the Epic Morning Show. Inside Sport Update this morning, European Football Governing Body UEFA don't vote for boycott FIFA events, including the World Cup, if the proposed sales of the event of private investors them for go ahead. So then all the 55 nations them now UEFA don't say they no go play World Cup if that sale they go through. Chelsea don't confirm the signing of Mexes Lacrosse from Crystal Palace on a 6 years contract. Chelsea officially unveiled the player yesterday. And also the Brazilian Football Federation, they study the possibility for hold a farewell match for Neymar with Brazil, according to G. Goblo from a Brazilian newspaper. Marcus Rashford don't confirm saying chapter with Barcelona don't come to an end as it look forward for return to Manchester United pre-season training. Here we go. Fulham do agree deal in principle for sign Gonzalez Garcia from Real Madrid, all set 40 million fixed fee, 2 million future add-ons, 30 million sale-on clause, and matching right for Real Madrid. And finally, Eddie Howe set for left Newcastle after 5 years with the manager understand for decide for take a break, according to David Austin. However, Eddie Howe been guide Newcastle to their first major trophy in 56 years and also be ensured that Newcastle finished 4th place in the league inside 2022 and 2023. That's all in the sport updates. Thanks for listening.
Good morning and welcome to your final edition of UNCMN News here on the Epic Morning Show. Well, starting here with OBO, of course, as today it will release in 6 studio album winner the Raid, of course, this Friday, July 31st. Well, we say feature 13 new track inside. But what's interesting is Burna Boy, of course, is dropping a new song today again. So imagine, I mean, the chat is going to be oh man, in a serious chaos. But anyway, we can't wait. Afrobeat will be leading up today, no matter how it be. And just few weeks ago, where we see Annie Adibia and Two-Face, well, we will feel like say the relationship is about to get sparkly again, not until we see Annie don't replace the tattoo we began on his shoulder where it be right Idibia to a butterfly. So we really don't know if this is just a new chapter, say Annie is really ready to walk away from everything. But in other news, Nigeria activists, of course, very dark man don't self-rob multiple this Tyler in Kanwan inside Nigeria. Well, according to say in a talk to the show promoters them, if them ever intend to go ahead with this, of course they know the Rattles, they are communities, and then will come there and make sure so they put down everything. Well, that's what's coming from Very Dark Man. So just when we thought everything was calm, we see another one say speculation growing, say Tyler, of course, will be the plan for camp inside Lagos ahead of December 22. Of course, reports reaching us say, I mean, the dates don't disappear from Tyler A-Pop World Tour website another day again. So Lagos dates, of course, the 22 another day again. Well, we don't know if they don't drop them down or they don't cancel one finally, but it is not there anymore. And also the highly anticipated song for Wahala Day, of course, finally they dropped today, song by Access. So let's watch out for Wahala Day. Well, Fambul, straight out of the DJB Entertainment, Marie is the title of the song. DJB Yuba featuring Smart Game, of course, Marie. The song will be out soon, but I'll bring you the snippets. Let's get into this.
JB Entertainment.
DJB.
Maria, don't inatimoyam Maria, sa don't inatimoyam Maria, Bamboga Malankaye, Inayasi, sa don't inatimoyam Maria, don't inatimoyam Maria, sa don't inatimoyam Maria, Bamboga Malankaye, Inayasi, Maria, sa don't Maria.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. The good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, better Bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Lamba bombeba. Lamba doba. Lamba de la de. Dila loba. La doba. Dila da. We had a little riot in this town. The headline it got, you'll swear the whole island was burning down. But I had to laugh when a visitor turned and say, what the fuss about? This happens in New York every day. You know our sportsmen are rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. All the lovely buildings which shows our progress. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But a little shanty town and a woman in a ragged dress. Bet your life it making headline in the foreign press. True, true.
No teacher, no day, we let classroom, we empty. Hello, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show media review segment. Today is Friday, the 31st day in the month of July 2026. Today is the very last day in the 7th month of the year, and we can review the biggest national stories of the week inside the country. Salon. Remember, so you listen to we on the frequency modulation 99.3 FM. We simultaneously live on 107.5 na Radio Zimin at the southern region, southern district, and also we live on Choice FM for the one reading at the eastern part of the country's capital. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, live on Radio Garden for the one reading listening through the World Radio app. We're live on we website on www.myepiconline.com. Mina Yost, Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. And before I introduce my guest them, I get Mohamed Toby Kagbo. We will join me for review the front pages of the various newspapers they will get. Good morning, Mohamed Toby. It's a pleasure as all time for getting at the program.
And indeed, it's always a pleasure. Good morning, Reginald, and good morning to our listeners. So, we start off with the Awoko newspaper. We get some really good, interesting stories. It's good that we get two parliamentarians. Now we meet this morning as the finance minister go head to parliament today with the supplementary budget. Western area inflation rises to 21.38%, widening national gap. Health minister salutes health workers behind ECOWAS summit success. Yumkela take Waskal Petron Hole as West Africa step up for climate action. From loss to opportunity, how Hannah Tawali built a coffee business. These are all stories. You can grab a copy of the Awoko newspaper. And from the Awoko newspaper, with me here, I get the Congo Times newspaper. I get farewell to an icon, Chief Ruben Egbodo, Babyface, on 1934 to 2026. Burial rolls today in Nigeria. We also get the biography of a life of love, leadership, and service. I think that is exactly what dominates the front page of Concord Times. Sorry. Well, away from the Concord Times newspaper, we definitely go end with one way, really is a big one, the Satellite newspaper. But of course, you just say banner headline of the Finance Minister, Fantamadi Bangura. In Parliament today, Ministry of Finance presents Fiscal 2026 Supplementary Budget. Alhaji Dr. Tunde Cole honored. And I think these are all the good stories. You can grab a copy of the Satellite newspaper. And I end with Premier News newspaper. President Biya to host Gabonese leader in landmark state visit. We also get NATCA reassured public. Government unveil urgent measure to ease port congestion. FBC chat path to sustainable water supply ahead of bicentenary. And at the bottom stripes, we have local government minister outline priorities. Italian national testify in 210,000 gold fraud trials. And finally, PSRE director unveil roadmap for public service academy. Thank you very much, Mohamed Toby Kagbo, for joining me for review the various stories now the front page of the newspaper. It's a pleasure, brother. Thank you. Indeed. Thank you very much, Reginald. All right, straight up now, go over to me two dynamic guests them in the program
two current sitting MP, one from the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party and the other from the main opposition All People's Congress. By far this week, one of the biggest stories that happened now the debates, one of the longest debates in the history of the Sierra Leone Parliament, as the Attorney General and Minister of Justice been tabled the 1991 constitutional amendment, the draft of to Parliament for debate and also for votes on them. But quickly, for joining me in this conversation and look at maybe one or two more, if we get time, I get Honorable Mohamed T. Fofana, Member of Parliament from Cambia District under the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party. Good morning, Honorable Mohamed T. Fofana. Now a pleasure as all time for getting at the program.
Thank you, Reginald. Good morning to listeners, and thanks for having me.
All right, I also get Honorable Mahmoud Kamara. Plenty of people know as Mr. Nice Guy. The Honorable from Western Area Urban, under the main opposition All People's Congress. Good morning, Honorable Mahmoud Kamara. It's a pleasure as well for getting you.
Thank you, and good morning, Mr. Sawyer, and good morning, Sierra Leoneans.
How you want to describe this week for now as MP?
I think this week I will consider as one of the most important, if not the most important week for each and every member of Parliament, because this is not a week's them where they come in so shortly. The people who will be last do the 1991 Constitution, much of them, even if they're not active again. So I historic day for we, for the part of the one that they now they review the Constitution. So for we this week, a special week and a historic week for each and every member of Parliament.
Let's start with Honorable Mohamed T. Fofana. I'll come to you, Honorable Nice Guy. A very, very long and debates. Of course, we see now they go for recess, 5 minutes, come back and all. It started at around 11 and then ended almost to 3, or if not 3 a.m. in the morning. Let me look at first, before we come basically to waiting contained inside the bill. How you want for really describe, was it Wednesday? Tuesday, right? Yes, Tuesday, where that be a very historic day in the history of this country. How do you want to describe Tuesday, where we get the draft of the 1991 amendment constitution maybe the before now?
I want to use this opportunity for say thank you to the people of Sierra Leone. Thank you to His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, for give the people of this country waiting belongs to them. That day now be a historic day. You know, I mean, me as a honorable member, I'm so proud for be able to be part of that historic.
You be overwhelmed?
I was overwhelmed, overwhelmed because it has been over 30 years plus where this country not get constitution review, table na the well of parliament, for more person. This constitution don't wait overdue, but the good thing is all the presidents them we don't come from who get democracy in 1996. His excellent former president Kaba, he make effort. The former president Koma make great effort. He transition come to President Julius Maada Bio. President Julius Maada Bio don't take up this responsibility on behalf of the one that will be on day before and yesterday. The Justice Kawan committee been there under President Koma in leadership. I mean, they do a very good job, but they just not be able to table at that time for obvious reasons. So we see a display of patriotism, we see a display of national unity, we see a display of nationalism in the parliament that day when you see the populace, the citizens, the work going to parliament, even outside the precincts of parliament, you see people that sit down outside until 2 a.m. They wait for the outcome of the review process. Although we've not been done on that day because of the long debates that we'll get. But I feel so overwhelmed, I feel so proud as a Sierra Leonean. And I feel so proud as Honorable Member of Parliament for the part of this history-making event.
Is it one of the longest debates where you don't take part on a parliament?
From within a parliament, this has been the longest time we don't debate within a parliament to 2 a.m. But it's worth it because it's for a document that's a living document, and it's a document that reflects the nation. It's a document that, in content, now within the protect we as a nation. So whatever time we spend as the people's representative, I think say it worth it. So I want to say thank you to the entire parliament, and even the fourth estates, even when the journalists and when I did tweet till the end of the process. So we are grateful.
Before I can quickly follow look at basically the detail of the bill and waiting on a concern. But again, I want to come to Honorable Mahmoud Kamara for ask the same question: how you want for really describe waiting display now the Well of Parliament on Tuesday. We get a very, very long debate, like we say. Witness the debate, and it ended in the next day. We go Tuesday and come out in Parliament on Wednesday. How do you want to describe the process from the opposition standpoint?
I want to say first, this na a golden moment where I think I don't cherish all my life. Na a privilege we entrusted to me by the people where they represent the entire Western area, especially the Lumley community, each and every corner of them. Na a privilege where they entrusted to me for they make sure say a day for make their voice be heard, an occasion like that one day. I want to say plenty thank you to the All People's Congress, because that very day in the Parliament, each and every major player of a party, from the chairman, Kando, they be did in full force from 9 a.m. when they go there until when the session was adjourned. That don't tell the seriousness of how this particular constitutional review meant to them, by and large, the entire country as a whole. And of course, so far, I think we satisfy to the very moment our speaker done the handle. And definitely, like we for one, we very much trust, say yes, Mr. Speaker will do the right thing throughout this process. Because a document of that one day, there is no document more important than that particular one day for this nation. So whatever we get for do, now that particular document, until the conclusion of them, we get for understand, say, we not get for actually do them, for make we entrench the dominancy of a ruling party. We actually do them purposefully for make sure, say, we continue for advance democracy, we continue for advance justice, and we continue for advance national development. So I feel proud that I'm part of it.
The longest as well for you, where you don't take part on?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because there was a time when we do the, I think the budget, we did till 9 or so, but this one will cross the next day.
The next day.
Yes, of course, this is not the longest where I don't witness.
And the same again, was it really worth it from your own part?
I think the people they send me for make I represent them. So whatever it takes for make sure that the right thing happen, I think I don't cross anybody. My comfort is not about it. I represent people, so it was okay for me.
Right. I'll come back to you. Let's start with Honorable Mohamed T. Fofana. The conversation on that particular day of the debate, key things that we will figure out after the Attorney General and Minister of Justice table the bill before the Well of Parliament, making presentation and all. And we see the debate, a lot of concern come out from the ruling bench. We see side. Of course, Honorable Suleiman Conte being on a first debater, and the list goes on, Givau coming, and then we get until it's with our camp. But what is the position of the Sierra Leone People's Party as far as this constitutional amendment bill concerned? One, we talk about the PR against the first past the post, the threshold for become president and all. What's actually now your leg on stand on in this amendment bill?
Yeah, thank you again. With the position where we get as a government, as a ruling bench na parliament, na the position of the country, na the position of the people of this country, na the position.
Wow.
Because the document will get in front of us, not to agreement with the between APC and SLPP. The document will get in front of us. Na document where they stand the test of time. Na document where they speak for the people. Na document where they represent the entire country. So we position as a government bench, na the position of the people of this country. When we talk about the PR system, you know, we can always say, I mean, I don't know why APC as a political party always want like they renege on them commitments them what they do to the people of this country. You know, as I mentioned earlier, the Justice Kawan committee where they may constitute 80 members.
80 members, yeah.
Over 680 pages. When you go to the bottom of that document, you see the sponsors them, UNDP, European Union, you see the sponsors them.
Yeah.
In fact, I mean, I talk on just now, some of the sponsors them been very upset, having spent millions of dollars in that process. Then just take that report there, then put it up on the shelf. So imagine you invest in a process like that, you'd expect say, okay, at the end of this review, then you'll table and for them on behalf of the people. But that was not done. But however, the content of that review day, that document day, then we get about four to five members of APC who represent the political party in that process day. And in that document,
this recent one,
I talk about the
Justice Kawan time. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Then about like 5 to 6 representatives, then we represent APC as a political party.
Okay.
In that document, then generally that was exact what they use in August and October plenary wouldn't get during that session day. They generally, man, not even say unanimous, they generally agreed to say we support the adoption of PR system into our electoral laws.
From that Justice Kawan.
From that Justice Kawan. And all of them, APC representatives were at the table, so they all signed off on that document day.
Wow.
Moving from it, the tripartite seat. The tripartite include all of us, right? The government, the APC, and the moral guarantors.
Yeah.
In the tripartite engagement,
recommendations as well,
the engagement, they all agree, say, let us review our electoral process. Let us review our electoral institutions. They agree, say, let us bring PR to the table. APC were there. Not too long ago, with this amendment in the parliament, so, because of the broad consultation with this government initiates and believe in, there was a technical team put together consisting both political parties, APC and SLPP, and the leadership. They went out, okay, then get a fruitful engagement.
The technical team was from parliament?
From both sides of leadership, both SLPP and APC.
So it was not specifically for members of parliament, inclusive members of parliament, and different sectors.
Leadership of the APC parties. And SLPP.
Okay, all right, go ahead, continue, yeah.
They went to Tokyo. They also get a fruitful engagement, and PR was discussed, and they all agreed again.
It was agreed as well on that meeting.
Okay. Wow. So it has been 3 different engagements over time.
Justice Kawan, one, yeah.
We come tripartite, and we would go this technical. When you elect leaders, it's because you believe in them to take decisions on your behalf. APC MPs them come and renege on the promises, not even promises, the stance and decisions the way the leader they don't make. Say let's support the PR because it's a good system. Then come and can't joke in the parliament like a would say coming. Oh no, one PR. So they embarrass the leadership. They embarrass Ambassador Yansane. They embarrass the entire APC leadership
in front of
the world.
Wow.
Not in front of the parliamentarians, in front of the world.
Honorable Nice guy will respond. Continue.
So, for me, they get issue with the PR. It's okay. The PR is a system where about 68% of countries that are around the world they don't adopt the PR. The PR has become one of the most popular electoral system in the world. We have over 120 to 130 countries that are using the PR system.
In the world?
In the world. So I see no reason why Salem will be an exception. You know, I mean, one of the things we stole this country from a lot of progressive things that would happen at all now because of the whole load don't hold this constitution for over 30 years without review. We get for align ourselves with international best practices. We get for align ourselves with what's happening in other African countries. Sierra Leone are the only country in the sub-region of Africa where we get a threshold of 55% on presidential threshold. They are the only country in Africa. Imagine you spend about $300 million on elections. Then you go run off. You get for spend another $20 to $30 million back for runoff. You know how much pressure that money they put on the coffers of this country. So if you can say, okay, let's say 50 plus 1. At least let's be reasonable. 50 plus 1 not in favor SLPP. We're not doing it for the favor of SLPP. We do it because of the benefit of the country.
Is it not the entrenched clauses where the APC get problem with having 20% not different inside them?
If not entrenched clause, they get issue with time. Entrenched clause get in your safeguards them within.
Okay.
The 2/3 referendum. You understand? If we as members of parliament say this is an entrenched clause, we only get them through the 2/3 or we have to go referendum. We can take and put on a separate bill. Okay. The one that we separate from the one that want to entrenched clause to put in a separate bill because you cannot put entrenched clause and clauses that are not entrenched in the same bill and present them, for either to the president for presidential assent, where the entrenched clauses they not pass. So you can put them in two different bills. So I don't say we dive into more.
Yeah, we can't
more issues.
I come back to you. I mean, I just get you opening on it. Like Honorable Mahmoud as well. Waiting at the same question I asked them. What is the position of the APC in all of this from una debate? I mean, starting from Honorable Daniel Koma to all the other MPs that we debate on behalf of the main opposition na parliament and all. One then condemned the PR, citing that it is not good for this country. They want the first past the post, and they also raise concern which has to do with the threshold for the president or the country. Let me really get you by. You're part of the current opposition bench na parliament. What is your concern as an opposition in parliament?
Thank you, Mr. Sawyer. I will start with the message we chairman Ambassador Usman Fude Yansane share to a leader. He said, thank you, Honorable Abdul Kabo and your team. You made us proud. APC is proud of you. APC is proud of the position on your debate. So that clearly tells you whatever we do under we do based on within we don't agree as a party. So us standing on USA we stand for make sure say governance they at the hand of the people them.
So now again, Honorable say the position at the position of the people of this country is the same for APC.
Well, I will come that side. Okay. I will come that side.
Okay, go ahead.
He say we embarrass we leaders them.
Yes.
Now make a start with the very message where we chairman sent to we leader in a parliament for telling thank you and happy on the position we stand on. Say proud of everything we do. That clearly they tell you say we chairman and the entire executive be very proud of what you do. So I think that one day, you know what's not fine as members of parliament them when they address public, law will be sure of what they talk. On the area we get for stand with the people. I don't know how what's in the rationale. Why make the governments they push for make them pull the first past the post? Why you want for deprive the people them for let them make their own decision on order for represent them? Why you want give all that power to political party? This is not one of the things where I want let's say Leone understand say the APC actually they seek the interest. This is not the position of the APC. Despite the party, the executive, now therefore enjoy. Say, okay, no, it's now they decide, you go be MP under, or put in at the list. You say go be MP under. The APC say they don't want that. Let the people go decide whether they represent them. The people who want for make that decision. The people who want, let the members of a parliament accountable to them. The people want for like the members of parliament live with them. The people want the opportunity for make sure say they take up the issues to the members of parliament. If you deprive the people say they know for make the decision, who therefore represent them. You know, I don't know what kind of governance you really want for actually rule, if not now for the people or not for just the interest of your political party. The issue where you try for talk say we don't agree.
It's a separate occasion on agree from Justice Kawan to that tripartite and also
no aspects no day of any agreement when the APC don't sit down with the ruling SLPP say we agree say na the PR system we want na this nation.
You don't hear what they talk about parliament side today.
No obstruct me. Allow me.
Okay,
there is no aspect. There is no aspect. I think let's a decent conversation.
Who said?
If you Tawa is not SLPP.
What is a member of the SLPP?
What is the deputy speaker? Allow me. No go on that side.
So can we hold that?
No go on side. No obstruct me. What is deputy speaker talking at me?
Continue.
Deputy speaker na ending at the well. He say chairman ambassador Yansane. He don't be honorable member. They clarify for the killers. One day no ever be member of parliament. In the old deputy speaker, they make reference of. Now he talks with chairman, he don't be minister. Ambassador Usman for the answer, never be minister. So if that person they tell you say, we don't go make agreements for pull the PR system. Where that kind of agreement not they ever exist. How you go can use an answer as reference? How you go use an how you can use that one as reference? How you can use that as reference? I don't care for. I don't outline to you each and every step where you talk when I wrong. At the well of parliament.
So you just
we need to take the opportunity for make sure say it correct.
Continue.
So fine. So how you go say you seek the people interest when you try for pull the power from the people for make the people not make decision on who for represent them. If the APC leadership na selfish people, in fact they say for welcome that kind of thing, but they say no. Let we give this power. Let it continue for them at the hands of the people. Let the people elect who that they want. Let the people decide who that they represent them. This is not the position of the APC. The agreement where they try for talk, the tripartite agreement say, let we go do consultation on the system of election we want. When they come with the bill, when they come before parliament, what do they do? They completely delete section 38A of the constitution. Section 38A now make provision for let to get a constituency-based election in tandem when there is an emergency, we can still get the PR. So it accepts both. Section 38A. So we can get a constituency-based election when at the normal NC country don't divided into constituency. We forget a constituency-based. Constituency-based they permit the people now for let them decide who for elect them. But when there is a crisis, at all, we need for divide the country to a constituency base. Then because of that emergency, we can do a proportional representation. What do they do now? They delete, they say for delete the entire section 38A.
So they expunge them from the document.
Completely, they for delete them. That which means no option for day again for a constituency base. So now they amend section 74 when I PR for make it be the sole system of electoral process in the country. The sole, which means no other system of election no go there again, no other option no go there, and they even further one for entrench them. You know how you go say you na a government we care for the people them. They try for pull the power from the people and say they no for decide who for represent the party then and they for decide that one day. Now the highest form of selfishness we keep portray as a political party. The position of APC is that once like the people them continue for decide who for represent them. Not to the party one for decide who they for send for like they go represent them. One for make sure say the people them get the power so that the MP will be accountable to them. Not to in a position wherein you don't even know who they represent you in your community. Now some of them can't say if like we area so normally the council will be there, something happen so like it be resign. The other person within the next in line at the list. Now do Azaki day. That person na do Azaki, you know even Sabu say Malamadi, you know even Sabu say Kamayamadi. So when the people in there go get issue, they're going to forget access to that councillor for like him for go communicate the issue, they forgot address them. Clearly they try for tell you say the PR system not to the best option of system of governance. If for only day for in case of emergency, now we law book. But another one day they want for take off completely, for delete them, for make sure so people don't ever get the opportunity again. And we position that not go happen. On the area of the threshold, you know, one thing I want to Sierra Leone and they understand, the 55%, nobody will be president in this country here. from support from one region, forget 55%. For like to be president in this country, you need for make sure say you move now all the regions in this country, which means you get a national face, a national appeal, a national acceptance for like to be president. Unlike the 50+1, with 1 or 2 regions able for Guam, the party not able for support that kind of thing. At least one for make sure say who that they be president in this country, it gets a national appeal. Let us watch. They say 50% plus 1 vote. If you person don't get 50% plus 1 vote, that other person will get 49.999%. But tell me why if you say that person will accept say, it's not for be president. It will just say no more like it already divided. You be president, be vice president. Plus you get 50%, and you get 49.99%. So clearly, you don't get a national appeal. Now, one of the reasons we make continue for emphasize, say, let us maintain the 55% threshold. Because the 55%, you can't get it from a single region. You need to make sure say you go to every region, every district in this country for like you for get a 55%.
The 50+1 back gets 20 or 25% from different 12 of the 16 districts that will get now the country. Is that not part of the entrenched clauses that we get?
Once you get for understand now this nation, for create a district, in a situation, no one for reach a situation wherein we will get a bad leader. This is not constitution they make. We know they make them temporary because of a political party in governance. Now constitution they make. If we get a situation where we get a very bad leader, we want to make sure say in party continue for stay in power. With that simple clause there, it will make sure say in party continue for ever in power. Because what you going to do, you going to continue for create districts. And we Lord Nasalon, for let you create a new district, the president only need for consult the local government minister, the finance minister. Then from there, parliament says everyone involved. No, get nothing for do about that. The sooner a consult the local government minister, a consult the finance minister, he say go ahead, let us create a new district. I like not 10 districts. As they don't consult them, so the president get the power now for make sure see it become a district. So imagine now they say 50% plus 1. They use a bad leader. So what they do? Who say you know say you region, now they you strong. Now they know when they go and cut half, you create so many districts them. Before you could know it, you don't get more than half of the districts now the nation. So that one day, because you get for preempt, this is not a constitution, this is not the guiding book of the nation. So you want to make a situation wherein you know say tomorrow, you get for being effect, you get for prevent a situation wherein you go get bad leader, let no use that one to advantage. So the 55%, him go get a national acceptance because you know say for like be president without going to the southeast, without going to the northwest, you can't be president. So the 55% for like you get now this nation, you get for go right across the country. So the position of the APC is that we maintain the 55%, and the position of the APC is that we continue to give the power to the people. And the first past the post. Let the people then decide who that for represent them in a council. Let the people then decide who that for represent them in a parliament. Not the other way around, where political party them, they decide they go send anybody where the people are not even sabi for go represent them. I think this is the position.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mahmoud. I'll come back to Honorable Mohamed T. Fofana. You will take some jottings while Honorable Mahmoud be the making points and all. The debate was really tough, and like we say, the matter will be adjourned or will continue on Monday, and then they will have to vote. But again, witness some of you get any response you want for me before I come up with maybe next line of question?
Yeah, me not what they take now for me debate in the parliament.
Okay. So why should you also preparing for the debate?
I'm telling you now, the debate at parliament now the member now the people. But however, some of the things that my brother mentioned, I want to let you know, say, I'll begin from Musai end, where he said the president, because of the 20%, 2/3 of the district that will get out of the country, in addition to the 50+1. Not only person where they set bad example, 90 preempt bad thing for happening. When President Kouma, he can't do redistricting. He pull Karine from Poloko, he make a one district. He go Falaba, he splits them, he make another district. So we get 2 districts under from all born, and including US also. Tell you today, if you not be careful, I bet you, if you go for go ask say how many districts they na this Sierra Leone, they say 14. What we born now, then we grow up with from class 1 to university. Now 14 days, we used to announce it. Until when, in 2017, leading to the elections, where President Ernest Bai Koroma say, it's within my jurisdiction, it's within my constitutional powers. I don't need to ask X, Y, and Z. He go and do the redistricting, he add Falaba and Karine. Now so we get 16 districts in this country. It's explicit. From where President Bio come, say because President Koroma do that one, they are not for call him a bad leadership. Like my colleagues say here, we trust we leaders them, we presidents them. If they take any decision, we know they call him, and I mean they call him bad leadership, but he did it. And he go through the channel. We get Falaba district, we carry the street. We get MPs from Falaba, we get MPs from Kayene. This is because we want to make them community and they self-able benefit from the developmental things that they can in the country. That's the reason why they say, okay, Port Loko, it's too big. From where something can Port Loko, like a Port Loko, Big Soul, Lunge, Mange, the Port Loko tends to self Kayene. So it's too much. If you can't create Kayene, you say, okay, let Kayene stand on its own. Let Falaba stand on its own. So what development can now, they want to make 10 road in the country, they will say, we're not going to Falaba logo make road. So for local and Kayene not going to join against Lord do one road. We say if we do the road. But now for local they go one road, Kayene they go one road. Falaba say they go one road. So that's the essence. So if we can now say, low review we electoral system, low review we institutions them, they say the electoral process, they say the presidential threshold. I'm telling you, like I talk just of 50%, 55%. It's so costly. It's so costly. The entire Africa, now we know what they use 55%.
The entire Africa.
Not the entire Africa. Only Sierra Leone. Now they use 55% as presidential threshold. All other countries, even at the world, why would not therefore align with self to look we neighbor in Guinea? Look we neighbor in Liberia. Honestly, Regina, this conversation will get so in my opinion, Namek will say, because of we don't waste so much time for review this constitution, Namek will say this today. Where Mamadou Dubai can Guinea, it put a referendum. It changed the electoral system. From 5 years, now 7 years. Liberia now 7 years. Gambia, they don't even get time limit again. I'm not saying she alone should do that, but I'm just telling you we should also, review the electoral processes them. We rebuild institutions, political institutions them, who will citizens and will trust. So we as politicians and leaders, when we come, we explain things from a genuine perspective.
A nationalistic perspective.
Let's be patriotic Singaporeans for once. So at the time people and say 50 plus 1. Let's explain a little bit on that. 50 plus 1 means say where you get 50% of the votes in the country. And you get any one vote will add to the 50%. You become the president. Rather, you wait for 55%. If you look at historically, how many presidents would not elect from Tijankaba in 10? How many presidents would not elect, would not go in 2 terms? You win all 2, the election is without
state ballot.
Without runoff. You know date. Tijankaba going to runoff with Khalifa Smart. You understand? So it's a difficult thing for us because now the country money, this is one of the reasons we development partners them, always in a dictate to we waiting for happening in our country. Because when we go into election, you just spend over 30, 40, $50 million. You want to go on offer, and if you spend another $20, $30 million, definitely we will not get choice, we will not get the money. If you go to international donors there, then when they can, and they say, okay, now this person for Guyana, now this person for supervise this election, because it's their money. It's their money. So for once, let's try to be independent as a nation. Let's stand alone and say, waiting, let us self-conduct ourselves in a manner where we sit with comfort. So this conversation about
yes, continue.
This conversation about the entrenched clauses, I understand. Like I talk about entrenched clauses, it gets you on downside, it gets you safeguard as well. So if you not go your way this way, you're not go the other way. Now I'm glad the drafters of the constitution, they know what they do. Now make if you go at the constitution, we got all the sections that were entrenched clauses. In the church name, and they put on there for a reason.
I'll come back to you very shortly, and Honorable Mahmoud as well. That come to you now. the bill currently we una get in front of una, the draft bill of the 1991 Constitution, apart of the one in the una don't raise, any other concern there from the APC?
I want to know one thing.
Or you will respond first?
No,
Okay.
I come. You know, one thing we learn over the years, who I don't study about SLPP, for anything where they begin to talk, trust me, now the vaccine, they don't already get intention for them. If this my colleague na yaso, honorable, they talk say, Guinea, they don't make 7 years. Liberia, the presidency, they don't make 7 years. Why not make reference to Nigeria, when 4 years? You know, everything they do, now we go portray the level of selfishness. Now, you know, if they make reference for 7 years na Guinea, 7 years na Liberia, they don't make reference for the 4 years within Nigeria. So they need to think for Leki Kano. They never think now again. As they don't begin talking, so you go see the next one just now. So until they go can make an addition just now. You know, this now the point. So I'm not taken lightly whenever they begin to talk something around that. Most say they don't begin to think along that line. But I didn't prepare and now say if they don't begin to think that line, they when they encounter would reject them. I just make it clear that part.
Okay, all right.
Then he say President Bio, and then they think the line of district. But come on. How many symposium? Allow me. How many symposium don't take place? Even Freetown, they attempt for divide into 3 districts. Freetown, the Western Urban. So 3 districts.
You mean the creation of Banguma and Bandajuma?
Freetown, at the top first, no,
Yes,
Freetown.
yeah,
Let us start first. Freetown,
So
they divide into 3
council.
3 council. Western Ural, they divide into 3 council. So imagine 6 council, just Western area. Then they go Bandajuma. So before you could know it, they don't get 15. So we know they make laws then, they say because by intention. No, it's not about intention. You they make laws, you put every guide for make sure say, for any leader we come, and not go using authority for misuse the document. So it is best that to make sure to prevent that one day. Now you make we get to threshold of 55% without any district. No district requirement on it for the day. Us getting I think it worth it. Okay. Democracy not to achieve something.
All right, continue.
It worth it.
Yes.
It's about the people. So it worth it.
Okay.
So you don't need that district because the method for create districts it's just too easy. Just consult. Who are the appointing minister of the local government minister? Not the president. Yeah. Who are the appointing finance minister? Not the president. And they say just call them or ask them. As you don't ask them, so you don't know. You can create how many districts? Nobody will ask you again. So we prevent that kind of situation. Now that's make we know they do no district requirement not for day. So the presidential requirement
threshold.
Yeah. No district requirement not for day. It is 55% and it are appealing right across the country. Then I want the public aware. The APC not only there for criticize, this now for the good of the people. And not to everything in the bill before we condemn. Not to every bit of the bill before we condemn. The amendment of section 56, subsection 2A, we very much in line with them. Of our brothers there, the diaspora, those what they call to sim. But the issue we'll get is not consistent with section 71. Because you know we say this person a qualify for like the appointment as minister and deputy minister. If we be consistent, we are in 76 one say for like they appoint you for like they appoint you as minister and deputy minister, if you as well qualify for like they elect you as a member of parliament.
I think Honorable Aminata share that same sentiment.
Yes, exactly. They say for like they appoint you as minister and deputy minister, if you qualify as a diaspora, possibly get to SIM, they qualify for like they appoint a minister and deputy minister.
So within the APC,
but they say listen at the catchy part of them. Yes. For like they appoint minister and deputy minister. If you qualify for like they elect you as member of parliament. And the criteria now 76 for like they elect you as member of parliament, if you don't forget to SIM. So if there are many section 56, subsection 2A, therefore as well as amend section 76. So for cut off the inconsistency, so that we will allow brothers they within this diaspora we get to SIM. Dual citizenship, so that TSF will qualify. If they qualify them for being minister and deputy minister, if they qualify them back as well for being a member of parliament, if you qualify them back for being a member of parliament, because 76 one say you know they able If will only be a Sierra Leone,
okay,
just
okay.
a second,
Yes,
let's
yes,
just let
yes.
people
All
understand.
Right.
Yes, please, let's just.
Yes, just. I mean, we still continue with the conversation. We continue with comments. If you listen to me on Facebook
at least for the edification of the public.
Okay.
Section 76, subsection 1. No person shall be qualified for election as a member of parliament if he is a naturalized citizen of Sierra Leone or is a citizen of a country other than Sierra Leone, having become such a citizen voluntarily or is under a declaration of allegiance to such a country. So now, if you don't come for can amend section 56, if you don't come for can amend section 56, subsection 2A, if for as well as amend section 76 of the Constitution.
Okay.
Because you know we're going to amend section 56, subsection 2A, where they allow you for be minister and deputy minister, then you left section 76. So which means, therefore, as well as amend section 76, so that they don't go deprive with brother and sisters them when a dual citizen. Because as it is now, section 76, you can still be elected as a member of parliament until it is amended. So the inconsistency we need for Kotam. You know, we for be sincere if we make the document here. No project now the public say you they do the right thing. We are in the books and every theory before you they miss out along the line. So we as APC,
yes.
we position we as APC, we fully support that we brother and sisters them with dual citizen. I think we don't deprive them for too long. Let them give them the full opportunity. Each and every political party in this country fully aware of the contribution of the diaspora to this nation. They contribute a lot in skills, knowledge, investment, and as well as the remittances. We all know that the boost where it gets to the economy.
Yeah.
So if all political parties recognize the effort where they make for ensure say they support this nation, then definitely, for as well as not for close the space for them. You know, they left one door lock, wherein you open the other one. No, if for one right across, they will for cut off any thing we will make sure say it block them, stop them, not give them the opportunity for make sure say they can serve.
Yes. 1 second, 1 minute on waiting. Honorable Desenaya. You know, this is one of the 76th one of the section in the Constitution. I think so. We all, as honorable members of Parliament, we get a uniform agreement on, and this is because, like my brother Senaya, you know, we cannot continue for deprive we diaspora and brothers and sisters from coming for do representation on behalf of their people. You know, the conversation about, you know, the citizenship is no more about, you know, the status of the people who they live out there. But we get for no say, no Sierra Leone, no matter who say you live in this world, you are still part of our national family. So you're supposed to be able to come for exercise, if you don't right, within the political dispensation.
Okay.
I agree. Reginald, today, you go na any sign of this country, not only Freetown, you know they go 2-3 meters away, you know see Ria Money, you know see Afro Money,
Western
you know
Union,
see, you know see Western Union,
MoneyGram and all of this.
Every sign of this country we go today, it don't become an enterprise, it don't become a lucrative business in this country, and them business always so they don't send money from Cambia to Lungio, so go to Canaria. When you go over here for take money, you take it from overseas. And the person where they say, Sierra Leone and the So if they are doing all of this investment, like my brother say, investment, they do knowledge.
They remittance them,
I mean, statistically, data-wise, the remittance where the diaspora they remit at this country is about 8.8% where they form with
national GDP.
With national GDP.
Wow.
That is very huge. So forget that space for them. But however, I like the safeguard where them put, say, okay, let them come. And I hold the same view when we bought a whole year. Why you want to allow ministers, deputy minister, or other heads of parastatals them forget to sit and can't head offices then you want for deprive them people for other people for one for member of parliament. So I agree with another aspect there. The safeguard the way they put say, okay, you get for 2 years in the country before you run for member of parliament. That is fair enough. The most important thing, we don't open the space. They are no longer restricted. You know what tell me say somebody you go born picking in America, the picking go up there, he entitled for one for member of parliament. The one when them born at the country no for one for member of parliament. Does that make sense?
No.
It doesn't make sense.
All right. So we'll go for a short break. After the break, we will talk to Saidu Jibril Buzom Kamara, when are the spokesperson for the Jagaban movement. We see the boss, they don't come yesterday. We just want to get updates on them and when the public go begin for use them boss then they or them bosses then they. After the break, we will talk to them on the line and open the phone line. Stay tuned.
Your right to health. In our new constitution, healthcare is not a privilege, it's a right. The clause subject to available resources will be removed. That means all levels of government in Sierra Leone will work together to deliver adequate health care to you. From maternity care to workers' safety, this is about dignity. This is the state's vision for human-centered development. Support a constitution that centers your health as a right and not a privilege. Health is wealth. Let's claim it. To know more, visit www.myconstitution.gov.sl.
This message is brought to you from the Office of the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice.
1xBet. Your game has no limits. In 1x game section, you'll find hits, crash, burning hot, crystal, western slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website
Radio,
or in the app.
99.2.
Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1x Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
All right, welcome back. If you just tune in, you listen to the Epic Morning Show media review segment, and they review the biggest national stories of the week. I tell you now, just now before we go for the break, on the liner we don't be joined by Saidu Jibril Buzom Kamara, when are the national spokesperson for the Jagaban movement, one of the leading presidential flag bearer aspirant for the main opposition APC. Good morning, Saidu Jibril Buzom Kamara. It's a pleasure for talking to you in the program.
Yes, good morning and thanks for having me as always.
All right. First, only you confirm to the public with regards to the current status of the 25 buses where una candidates being promised the people of this country. What are the status of them buses and at the moment?
Thank you very much. And I feel officially they come out aside from we own internal news outlet them, and officially today this morning after 12 midnight the buses them left the shores of Wataki, and as we speak then they now the depot now Wellington Usai get for be the terminal points for the buses. So it is confirmed they are out, and we are breaking the news here that the buses are out, and we want to say plenty thank you to every relevant state authority. We not get the usual bottlenecks them that much, and
how many?
We feel
25
buses are out.
Okay, continue. I know.
Yes, and
yeah, go ahead.
We feel as a movement, we don't always preach that nothing Jagaban can do. Now, in the interest of Sierra Leoneans and every Sierra Leonean for VM in that point, not for score political gains, but for identifying the problems and solve them.
All right. I don't know if your attention has been drawn to a post from the Director of Communication at State House 51 minutes ago. A post said, "True say talk me Jagaban prove and being a quality awato any kind way na way. This will ease a lot of transportation also for our people. Now that ferry and hospital left." This post comes from Mike Biwa. Just now, 51 minutes ago. When I get to respond for to Mike Biwa?
Yeah, well, I believe this is how the politics of Sierra Leone should be. Where good thing happen from both ends, we able for recognizing a good thing, because the thing is, now Sierra Leone need for achieve the development thing, and now one way get for benefit the people of Sierra Leone. So I don't read the post of Mike Biwa. I want to say kudos to him, and I see the way I will end the post asking about the ferries and the hospital. Of course, for the mobile clinic, I don't know if now they talk about we already get the equipment they need now. Where they start with 2, where then they purely get for look at people who are aged. Then, of course, they probably don't identify proper land. also it will build a massive hospital for the people of Sierra Leone. And for the ferries, of course, everybody don't they see reactions them that construction work is on. Let my we are just patient a little bit. The people of Sierra Leone will definitely see the ferry them, and of course that's why we make pronouncements for bikes, then they in country we make pronouncements for solar lights, then they in country we make pronouncements for buses, they are in country now. So whatever Jagaban says, we deliver on that.
So when the public go begin use them bus here?
Well, it is not automatic. Firstly, they get for licensing them. We get for do proper commissioning, for which we go even invite government officials them for let them come, because this is a Sierra Leonean thing. Take away the APC system about the APC in Jagaban and look at what they do for Sierra Leone as a country. We get for invite line ministries who are responsible for transport, and we get for invite government officials, and of course APC party people where we do the official launching of the buses, then the people of Sierra Leone will begin to access the bus system. And like you, we get to get the licensing process be done also.
Thank you so much for talking to me this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, thank you very much. Nimna Saidu Jibril Buzom Kamara, the national spokesperson for the Jagaban movement, one of the leading presidential flag bearer aspirants for the main opposition All People's Congress. I still get Honorable Mohamed T. Fofana and also get in the studios Honorable Mahmoud Kamara. They take few calls because the Honorable also get a sitting presently, in fact, in Parliament. The Minister of Finance, they go table the supplementary budget this morning at the well of Parliament. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, go ahead, make your contribution.
Thank you very much for the
and I don't know if Nalisari, they come in broken. I don't know if you can take 2 steps or 3 steps and talk.
Yeah, now.
Yes, go ahead. Hello?
You clear now?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So I can tell you, I said anybody will do church for saloon. The void of the party we did, I support. Jagaban, let God continue for bless and do for saloon people. One thing I listen to the conversation, the APC, or I will mostly then to miss one point. APC, then to talk like that, they that governance. We don't agree, they don't go happy. When most of them, they ad hoc, what do they fight them? For vote against them, the APC. They didn't think that. Because here, when you did that power, you are the opposition, we are a vulnerable. We're not here. So, honorable, talk like say not only that power. Saying for you get money among the party, where they sell game back for good for
Thank you.
Good for the back. Thank you.
079994993. I'll take few calls and then we go talk to BNB immediately after this one. Let's take this other caller quickly. Please keep a 1 minute. Hello.
Your chief.
Yes, Suleiman.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
The more that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala add more wisdom for El Hajj Jagaban. Because this is not do for party, you do for Sierra Leone and make Sierra Leone and take and say not for party because not already no more they drive there. Between the two parties, none are not they with them. But the two guests they will get at the studio, me they advise them the APC because 9 young they are the go by this no. What in the Sierra Leoneans they want, allow that one day. Because one or two they argue for this and different. You want to give you the chance. Now give you what you want.
Okay.
Because you find out say Sierra Leonean, they love Sierra Leonean. That's what we keep calling. For this the election will be last, but then they see the Sierra Leonean right. And then the Sierra Leonean be the number one person for choose for people for a parliamentary or in councillor. Thank you both.
079994993. Just few calls are going to accommodate, not the normal one, because like I say again, the MPs get for left with very shortly for go attend to a very important day again at Parliament as the Minister of Finance go there this morning. Hello. Concerned citizen, go ahead.
Reginald Ryan Okutu Sawyer. Concerned
This is the Greatland.
Yes, make your points quickly.
Good morning, both honorable APC and SLP. Talking about democracy and constitution, I believe the politicians, they know the treaty, the less privileged who are the electorate right. Una the set between myself for PR and first-class peoples. But in democracy, everything should be centered around the people. Simple. Una give we the people the chance to make voice heard by holding a referendum. The people in referendum are simple elections all around the country. If we able to do in short 3 months, 102 to almost $40 for put ECOWAS structure. For still we go shake Sierra Leone waiting for doing constitution. We can't put with the people of the center of this.
Okay, thank you.
Make referendum for make with the people get what you for do or say indeed. I guess we concern. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe 3 more calls now. I go just able for take. And then I go come over to me. Studio guest and for rapport. Hello. Come on here, the radio, please. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, because we have about thank you for what you do. But for concerning national system, we don't see now this policy. What they say by election, I remember we that election want to move by election to we la national party kasi then chuka in a risk in chuka. We are this solution between us. We see the other by elections, we can take this. Now, then, popular time in a tongue with a bonus in the by the election. Ordinarily, council by election, the city can't tension waiting. But this year system, they make it done not be. Don't need 60% this back. Not 60 plus 1 good. Then we take 3,000 people and now some side. 1,501 years. I let the other candidates to all the no 1,101 years. And any somebody can see election. In that election, the first election, not possible to
Thank you. 079-994-993. We wrap up the program for now, and then we'll talk to BNB. So stay tuned. We will get BNB also for get more information about BNB. Hello. Morning.
Yes, sir. Big Bash that you see the talk. Now, yes, about this secrecy oath, why they are about. What is that the secrecy oath and why secrecy for the around natural issue? I want let MPD explain to me about what is that that. Now, between nation on our rating. Thank you, sir.
079-994-993. 2 more calls and then we go over to MPD for wrap up. Let's take this one. Hello.
Regina, good morning.
Yes, Commander Jibo, come on here, radio, please.
I don't come on there.
Go ahead.
Regina, before I met with short contribution, we are the future of the nation and any ethic radio and the movement of Yagaban, the PRO, we are the most ended in one layer on what I know. Because I know what a bank will not see the side of self. So when you don't have this, I can outreach. I go blood one day. Now you will get to what you are. I come on there. Regina, anyone will come on from Commander Jibu. Then two parties, then two people that were together, not to the interest of the people in the talk. No one can the argument of the PR. After people believe the word PR, then they get Moku honorable. Everything believes the count of the match, then they win Moku honorable. Then I know the controversy. Win our Sanoya. 28 the castle. We not no MP. Now, part of the television. You know what the one that is here. Kamoko. Moporo, Rona, Tina, Nino Senomagi. And everything. If you will not believe so, will not work for the country. We are not just for able this battle. That here is the Bima. But we the people that will get to it.
All right. Let's take this one quickly. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
All right. For like the two political we get in.
Wait, now your name first. I know how you call me from.
Hello.
Wait, now your name. I know how you call me from.
The South. They come from Wilberforce.
Go ahead. Okay.
The Sierra Leoneans, both the civil society activists and of course the chief, paramount chief, they may do, opinion poll where people then say the first past the post they want. So why is the Africa impose, on the people of Sierra Leone the PR system? Then get intention. Then make the Africa do that. So we don't want that. It's not about APC for say by my APC. That was just Sierra Leone as they want. So let them go, and seek the interests of the country. Like where they say, what's in it the last time? Where then the advice for say midterm census go make the government spend. Then go ahead and go with that. They don't think about the country for say no other way self. So now they have a council for say more money business, no money business, the interests of the country. If they want that, the way people that want to say we not agree on for say that first past the post. Yeah, now it was after earlier.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I'll put an end to the call day because of the time we MPs then get to attend cheating. But I'll just break the news quickly. So according to Alfred Commander, when at the PRO for the Sierra Leone Bar Association, he just posted this. He said, we have come to the venue for the Sierra Leone Bar Association AGM, and the Sierra Leone police has stated that they have received instruction to prevent us from entering the venue. What a shame. This is level of abuse. That is, I'm Commander the PRO for. They say they don't go to the venue, forget the AGM, but the police and they will stop them not for enter, go further for tell you why. Maybe we'll talk to them later before we wrap up. Gentlemen, we are wrapping up now. Just before, so now I respond to the callers. I don't know, in 30 seconds, do we have anything to say about the buses? We don't come from 25 buses. Quickly, and then I can respond to the callers as we wrap up. I don't know, that start with you this time. I'll be start with Honorable Fofana when we start the conversation area, but I'll start with Honorable Mahmoud Kamara now for respond to the callers, and maybe you get a sentiment towards the 25 buses we don't come by Jagaban.
Well, not strange. When APC person they do something, I think over the years, every bigger something we individual person don't do in this country always don't be done by the All People's Congress. Jagaban is APC. So basically, what he do, it in line with the thinking and the aspiration of the All People's Congress. So I want to say plenty thank you to him for make sure say keep in that trajectory, for make sure say it make life easy for the people of this nation.
All right. And to the callers.
Yeah. I define I'm strange. I think one caller where they call Commander Jibo, I define I'm strange. Yes, I define I'm strange. For like somebody happy, you an ordinary citizen, you they happy say you, they not forgive you decision. For like you decide who that for represent you. You say no, you know under decision day. You say no, let the party decide who that for represent me. I define as strange that person they support that kind of thing day. What the APC they try for strive. Now for make sure that the people then decide, they get the mandate for decide who that for represent them. Not to follow the political party, just go choose somebody where you know service if you say yeah, you can go there under. So I expect each and every Sierra Leonean at this particular moment for like they deal with the All People's Congress, for like the power in their hand, for make sure they decide who that for represents them, not to political party for go put who that they know service if go represent them.
Okay.
When that happen, the representative, they are accountable to them, the people. Now so in political party, this law gets unclear.
All right.
When you have been chosen by your political party for represent,
now you answerable too.
Now you are answerable too. But when you have been elected by your own people, when you people are elect you, say people give the power, say you get for go to them back, for go talk to them back, every concern the people get, you do want for go address them. But if I don't know, say I'm a political party, everything rests on, trust me, I don't get you time. Okay. I know say I can go back to my political party at any time when they need be. So please, wanna support the All People's Congress in this for ensure say this not happen at all. Right. Let the power continue for day with the people.
Yes.
Other caller make a statement say, let me talk like opposition. Say we no go stop them, we no go this that. Yes, we stop them. Every part of the constitution, anything okay for the root entrench, they say 2/3. 2/3 for like for happen. So if I say we stop them, which means now because I know say we get the number.
So that means you stop them in parliament. Stopping them lawfully in
parliament. Yes, lawfully in parliament. Yes, not to violence. So no. Yeah. Not to violence.
No, I think that clarification.
No. Why say we stop it? No, it makes mention. No. Not to that mean because it say we MPs and they will vote against. You understand?
Yeah.
When I say we stop them, now because this is a position where each and every one of the APC MPs them, with the exclusion of Honorable Mohamed Bangwa and Thompson, where they don't make sure say each and every
after that
we not favor the people.
Now 52
yeah, now 52.
Because
where they make sure say each and every bad law we not go favor, we not go oga well, we not go actually appear for and on behalf of the people of this nation. We stop her, we get the capacity for stop them because they need a 2/3. Currently, the current makeup in the parliament, even if they get Mohamed Bangwa, they get all the SLPP. Yes, even if they get Honorable Mohamed Bangwa, they get Honorable Thompson at the side, they get all the paramount chiefs them with all the SLPP. They still not be able to get 2/3. And the honors for producing 2/3 solely rest on them, not on the opposition. So if I say we stop them, we stop them when we're in the parliament, and we not support them in the motion, they not go happen.
Thank you very much.
Now reiterate and back say we. The All People's Congress opposition is that we make sure say the power is in the hands of the people for decide who that for represents them. The power we make sure say the people the representative there for be accountable to them. So we do the people in this and we expect the people for they behind the All People's Congress for make sure say we stop this bad intention with the government.
Thank you very, very much indeed, Honorable Mahmoud Kamara, Member of Parliament, Western Yaoban. Yes, Honorable Fofana, quickly, we are happy now.
I want to say kudos to Jagaban for what you do. That's the spirit of nationalism, and that is what all Sierra Leone or patriotic Sierra Leoneans, when they out there, we get the capacity, we get the resources to do. You know, not only for taking money, put up for politics, but also think about the ordinary people. Them bosses and we council, I don't know what I will say, but I know some brothers and sisters then don't get a means of for travel from one side to the other, you know, on a very reasonable rate. So I want to say thank you to my brother for what you do. Let God bless her, and we pray for others, meaningful Sierra Leonean out there, also emulate this and do what in Jagaban don't do so.
Okay.
Yeah, on the callers them, I can always say it's I give all the credit to I forget so I won't forget that credits to the listeners there and the callers them and when they sending text messages, because now the reason why we are here. And I want for me to know say the constitution within our parliament today, it's a people-centered constitution. It's a document we want for law we pass and make it stand the test of time. We want for align this document with the international best practices. All what they another document they we need to do them because we want for may benefit me personally, but we want for them on behalf of the people of this country. I know this sit down and say, when the people
okay. Yes, please Leila, we don't get better time again, please. Go ahead.
For them on behalf of the people of this country. When my brother they respond to one of the callers them where it is say, if your party elects you, it will only be answerable to the party. If the people elect you, where you get probably they won't forgo to them. So this is one of the honorable them we really know they recognize the responsibilities of the honorable members of parliament, and we continue to put pressure on all of us. You understand? When it comes to development issues, we know say we get local councils them and other institutions that were responsible for that one day. What we should do now is today now we will as 100 members of parliament for represent two people and do we oversight functions that we get.
Okay.
You understand?
7 and 105 we clearly outline with responsibility as members of parliament.
My brother, I'm coming.
No, if they make I'm not going to respond again. Not talk like I don't know me goal. I'm fully fulfill the constitution. 93, 97, 105 clearly explain what's our roles and functions.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, only for wrap up.
Exactly. So I mean, when I left for deceive, not because we get constitution now, we want for appeal to people, you want for instigate the people for go against what's in there, and you want for sideline you hold a responsibility and free to say now, if you this, you are answerable to X, Y, and Z.
All right.
Independent candidates and days. So you want for tell me say if your party say okay go be, if you don't want for contest on a party or if you don't want for be answerable to a party, go on as independent candidate. But me submission here,
the PR will deprive them from that. The PR will deprive them from that.
It is in the constitution say.
Yes.
It is in the constitution in this amendment for say if any candidate want for member of parliament as independent candidate. It is of course allowed.
Exactly. Thank you. Right. Thank you very much, Honorable Mohamed T. Fofana.
Yes. No, that's fine. The last thing I want to say my brother be really at the start of the program. He really they talk about he been a try for dent the credibility of Honorable Tawa Conte. Honorable Tawa Conte, one of the most fierce MP there from opposition. We been there, or from where he can parliament. He has been fierce. He has been very critical.
Please, you go make a clarify that.
He don't advocate for justice for the people of this country. Everybody knows what for Andy. So for like answer, what it talk lie this, he talk a lie. What you talk this a lie. What you talk this a lie. That's very disingenuous.
Please, yes. All right. Thank you very much.
Log it unclear. I think there is no time when I try for the deputy speaker. The deputy speaker and my elder brother.
Okay.
Also the parliament.
Both of us come up.
The deputy speaker have been insistent. The deputy speaker and my elder brother now two Komolomli. We all to the parliament and I'm a boss na parliament.
And he said very good things about you.
He make a statement. Allow me. He make a statement say we national chairman na be a member of parliament. We need to be correct on that.
You say
he make a statement.
He said what we don't talk about.
Be a former minister.
Thank you.
We need to correct on Nandi. So for let them correct her when
thank you very much. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. Honorable Mohamed T. Fofana, Member of Parliament, Kambia District, under the ruling Sierra People's Party, and thank you to Honorable Mahmoud Kama, Member of Parliament, Western Yaobon, under the main opposition of People's Congress. Up next, we get BNB, forget a conversation with them. Many thanks for listening. I will come back shortly with BNB. Stay tuned.
United we stand, the father will fall. Indeed, Babylon must fall. Say Babylon, you're falling down. Me see your throne come down now, but me know you not like it yet. Youth man, move. Make me break down the gates of the wicked. Youth man, move. Make them know them throne come down now. Shall we pray? I play some reggae music, let Babylon fall. Children sing, my Jaja, hear your voice and you cry. Ooh, we are sing along. Hey, play some reggae music, let Babylon fall. Tonight, we've got a big work to be done. Man, there are stumbling blocks right on our way. But children, I want you to know that's not for we. So Babylon, you're falling down. We see your throne come down now, but we know you not like it yet. Youth man, move. Make we break down the gates of the dragon. Youth man, move. Make them know them throne come down now. Shall we pray? I play some reggae music, let Babylon fall. Say children sing, my Jaja, hear your voice when you cry. Ooh, we are sing along. Hey, play some reggae music, let Babylon fall. Sing along.
It's Epic Radio, so refreshing.
See them, how them come. Yes, I know them want come fling with on. Lord, oh, Jah, please help us now. Give us strength to face this battle. Jah, you know it is hard. Give us zeal to move along. You know, say the enemy them turn. Give us arms, give us speech, mighty Jah. So we must overcome. Man, I see them stand with them gun, stand with them bomb, but the Lord is my shepherd.
Money they move with BNB Cash App. People from all over the country, they send and receive money faster than ever with BNB Cash App.
Me na businesswoman. I send money to my customer in Nigeria. Quick one, no waste them.
Me na Okada rider. I buy me airtime, pay me extra bill without and not left me yourself. Simple and easy.
Me na student. I receive money from my daddy state with no stress.
Now so you go get some with BNB Cash App. You can send money na Canada, Ghana, Senegal, Guinea, Liberia, and other side them na the world. You can always process your BNB, RIA, Western Union, tap send, now you that. Send Wave and MoneyGram code anytime, any side. Enjoy the fastest transfer, extra payment, airtime top up, and more. All inside one app. Download the BNB Cash App today. Now Google Play Store and iOS App Store. BNB Cash App is so easy, fast and reliable. For more information, just contact the customer service on 072 500 000.
All right, welcome back, Fambule Matel. When I say we go talk to staff them from BNB. Of course, and in the studios now I've been joined by Mohamed Jane, and our BNB brand ambassador, and I also get Alassane C. Jallow, the marketing and communications officer for BNB. Good morning, gentlemen. I'll start off with Mohamed Jane, BNB brand ambassador. It's a pleasure to get you.
It's a pleasure to hear. I'm honored to be here.
Congratulations, indeed, the recent ambassador in town.
Well, you know, I always say this. God has been good to me, and working for BNB, it's a pleasure. It's an opportunity I've been looking forward to. Yeah, so yes.
Exactly. I'll come back to you shortly. I also get Alassane C. Jallow, marketing and communications officer again. Good morning, Joyce. You can go to your almost.
so you know, so me not so strange.
Yes, exactly.
So for the one that we just opportune for meet me today in our radio station, me na Alassane C. Jallow, the marketing and communication officer for BNB Transfer SL.
All right, I'll come to you shortly. Let's start off with Ambassador Jane. First off, I know say a lot of people and you know to stranger to them, but I mean by way of people that may not don't come in contact with you, just tell me a little bit about that now. Of course, I mean Jane, quickly.
So Mohamed Jane, a film director where it all started as a filmmaker. I'm a director, actor, writer. So engaging in this process, I also drive myself into the social media world where I become an influencer, a content creator, and notwithstanding, and I'm also an entrepreneur owning businesses around Freetown and in London as well. One of the businesses is called Clean Paddy, a professional cleaning company, and also Keke Wagon service. And now we also into making liquid detergents that we produce for Sierra Leoneans, made in Sierra Leone products. By this, what I mean. So yes, I've been into this industry since I was 15, and I'm grateful to be here still, trying to make sure I render my services to brand, which that's the result why BNB brought me in to be part of the great team.
How did Johnny look like as a brand ambassador for BNB?
Amazing, amazing. So, you know, when you work with people away, then they get a higher vision. And when you come into that team, you already see they don't put in the work. So it makes it easier for you. So I'm settling well, and the people who I work with, they're efficient, come on, they're hardworking, and it makes everything look amazing. So I'm looking forward to an amazing tenure to be an ambassador. So quite well, good right now.
Yeah. Everything is going smoothly.
Yes, smoothly.
I'll come back to you. Let's come to Choice. Quickly, tell me about BNB and BNB Cash App. I mean,
so BNB slowly become a household name because we get one catchy word we can always tag BNB with. We na a fintech company. Fintech in the sense na a financial technology company. We call business na remittance. We dey send money overseas and we also dey receive money overseas. We na partner with some local telcos them. We are the likes of Orange, Africell, and that of Q-Money. We also get an international partnership with RIA, Western Union, and MoneyGram. So this now like a nutshell about BNB. So the amazing thing about BNB, now we products we get. We get the BNB Cash App. With the BNB Cash App, it entails a lot of things. And with this BNB Cash App, anybody will like collect, anybody will like peace of mind, anybody will like comfort. Now, una we build for this application. Because with the application, you able to see there, you send money in Nigeria, deposit the receive and directly in a bank account. You able there, you send money in Ghana, deposit the able receive and a mobile money wallet. You able there, you send money in Guinea, deposit the able get as cash pickup. So why make I give you them 3 options there, and for make you know, see, they explore all the channel for make people receive money. We not only center around one way, say, no, we send money with BNB Cash App, now only mobile money deposit they get. No, we explore other channels then, because we know some of the other countries then get regulation on the amount that we then receive. You understand? So we respect that regulation. So now that make we explore most of the channel. We not only they send money with the BNB Cash App, we also they get an option for receive money again with this BNB Cash App. Assuming it's raining, but make a mention this season we we're on right now. It's raining and the rain big. Person send for you money from overseas, whether it's BNB code, whether it's RIA, whether it's Western Union or MoneyGram. You don't need for come on a comfort zone again. Like, I go for an umbrella, I go for inside for cash amount. You can easily then you host. You take that code where the individual is sent to you. You input that code there, now your application, and you sign in and confirm. Because when you register on the application, you need a valid ID card. Why make you need this valid ID card? When they get for send for you money again, in order for be as normal, but you get ID card before you receive this money. You understand? So with this application, yeah, you're able to receive money from Western Union, MoneyGram at your comfort zone. Now you don't receive this money, eh? You think about, hey, I don't get the money, then I'm application. How are they able to withdraw this money? We also look at that as another option. We get another withdrawal options then. You're able to send this money in a UBA bank account. You're able to send an Afri money. You're able to send an Orange money. You even able to go visit BNB agent. Any side right now where you pass, obviously you see BNB logo. Any side you see BNB logo, just meet this agent. You tell and say you get this code. They cash them out for you. So what's in sweet like this comfort? We don't really stop though, because some people are waiting to send for the money. Most times they can use them for utility bills, right? We also embed EDSA on the application, and also not only EDSA, we also add airtime. So with this application, you're able to send money overseas, you're able to receive money from overseas, you're able to buy EDSA top up, and you're also able to buy airtime.
So it's more like all in one pot.
Yes, no one pot. One pot to the give people.
All right, I come to Janet. I'd come back to your choice. Janet, now we want for. Of course, before ever you think for joining the family, you must don't believe in waiting in the offer. So, waiting really push you for be a brand ambassador for BNB?
So, you know, so many times people in the sea, finally people sign contract and they don't know how far. The first time I had a call from BNB was in 2023.
Wow.
That's how long it takes for all this calls.
But the man give me tough time.
That's how long it takes of port and back. But to be honest, when you want to represent a brand, if for no say it aligns with a vision, because they did their homework. I know say they not just woke up one morning and just decide Mohamed Janneh. So they did their homework, they know what I represent, and they know when I represent something, this is the way to go. Because when I present something to Sierra Leoneans, to people out there, I want to be sure about it. And to be honest, before I put pen to paper, I'm sure about their vision, and I'm seeing the solution. Because as something where it says, when you want to sell a very good market, just bring solution to people's problem. Yeah. And BNB Cash App is a solution to people's problems. So many times, the world is rage at digital world right now. So gone are the days wherein we need to go to line a different box them, and I see the vision that if it, today this will send to you this, so BNB already done the perceive with digital money transfer business. Why not join the team? Why not be part of this success? Because it's a success already. Relax na your house, send money, receive money. That's the luxury we're looking about, because I'm not sure good work out around Freetown. Security reasons. And sometimes again, we can get this thing where they send money to you, something you need for hospital bill. How long you go for an agent, come back to the people. And let's say this hospital, these people are all working in the same circle. This is what BNB's Cash App is about. So you go relax, you don't need to go out or meet third party before you actually get your money. Because like the Cash App women board that we just talk about right now, I tested them recently, bro. It was so relaxing. Because I mean need for when I need for actually see me money in cash. The digital world is what we're pushing towards. So I can just relax and just cash myself in where the code can inside from where I just go through the app and do it in and do enter everything and sign. By the time remember I don't see say the money then I'm
maybe very convenient for you.
I'm not going to say, that I just relax. If I rain be the concept, I watch the rain, I watch me money. I say, the rain can't stop my shine when UNB is around. So that's what it is. So I want to be part of it, and that's why I'm here. And the vision is bigger than what people in the see right now. So anybody out there, I pray you start using the Cash App very soon, because there's going to be upgrading features every time. Because every time this team think about successful tenor, we want to make sure people are actually convenient in working with us.
So the one that we know they use the maybe BNB or the BNB Cash App, are you really saying that they miss a lot?
Big, not a lot, no. Big. Because, bro, who doesn't want to grow right now? We are in the internet age. We want for access. Like, I live in London, so I'm not used to holding cash around. And coming to Sierra Leone, every time you need for like 1 million, 2 million, the worker around. That money we then go send for your school, the help you for manage. Because one thing about we Sierra Leoneans saying, for manage funds, sometimes we get money opportunity, but they say remember money for breeze. As soon as you did more than 20 leos, then they fly, man. Then they fly. It fly so bad. So waiting normally I can advise people, if you don't get this day, you don't pay yourself. Let's say you don't pay yourself the code, it in your wallet. But for take small, it better than for just see all the money can you know. By the time remember you don't get used. You don't see some man don't eat his salary months not do it.
Now they tell you first 10, 15 days.
By all salary the Canada to go pay. So yes, I think the vision is clear and the message is open to everybody. Then I feel like it's solution to our problems. So why not download BNB Cash App today and be part of the family?
Okay, Choice, talk about downloading the Cash App. How much minute approximately go take one person like for go download the Cash App, and how the person download them if you know ever don't download that?
So
before?
For this one, we already get a living testimony. You know, Epic Radio, in as much as we the partner out now, one of the people we trust on we product and. For make a product sell out, not trust. Few days ago, somebody reached out to me, get a challenge for
sending money overseas. Yes, exactly.
So today I come, if you know Ura the Alasan, get for can shake me and hey Sam, it's good for me, thank you. So you don't give me solution. It's very easy. You can go to Google Play Store or Apple Store for download them. And we not only stop there, we also get with customer service team. We're very proactive, you know. I'm not going to say literacy, high or something like that, but not everybody user friendly with devices.
Smartphones, smart devices.
So if you get like any little challenge, because we make it so easy to a point, for make you get challenge, it could be a little challenge. If you get a little challenge, we get to customer service number, winner 072-500,000, just call them. And the good thing about customer service number, now they did them most times can pick you call, and also always or most times. So when you call them, the reception way then they give you, they make you know say you know value somebody, because we MD always get one TV report here out say then customer there now they the reason why make we then this company. Without them customers there, we know they didn't this company. So we customer then we first priority. So if you get any little challenge, we get 072-500,000. You can call them and they support you in anything where you need for the registration.
So it's available for both one of these smart Apple devices
and Android device. The only thing where you need it's a valid ID card. You know, now we try for push the thing for make everybody start for use this national ID card. So with the national ID card, you get trust me, you don't need anything else, and it's free. We can mention and
so the person
they pay somebody for register you. It's totally free. You can do it on your own. If you get any challenge, you can call with customer service number. We can support.
Jane, this time school lock now. School like open. I mean, not sending this way the one day we do overseas can send money for the one day we they also then fumble them. So money send money for him picking and all. How user friendly is the Cash App, and why then people and they really need for prioritize BNB at this crucial period where then they think about the next academic year where they start in September, and people already overseas get what they send some emittance here for the loved ones them at school they prepare towards the reopening of schools.
I'll target around the season as well. School is for open by around when season. Yeah, when they're going to get bigger as we go right now. When they begin get heavy breeze, when they begin get I pray not happen, but we know sometimes destruction can happen during this season.
Flooding.
You know, one for send money. Imagine you send money for your family. They say now that money we go pick up. Now they are stuck for like something happen. What's that money for? So this is what BNB comes in, right? And not only the use we for bring money in Africa, but we make sure we want to keep your family safe. So if you send money now, before that, try to talk to your family at home. Make sure they get the app for una the diaspora. Make sure the people that we use for send, say, come on, download that app. So at least now it will be easy for both sides. And now for send money to you, then I really say, now so go for collect money. Then this happens to you under this raining season. More school it for open. So now if you even get that picking, now that picking 18 years, then get phone. Then if you want to send money directly to them, so you don't need to go out again. So you can just do everything you need for doing at the app and get the money and begin use it wisely. So I feel like it's a good season, and BNB is there to be part of the story. So use BNB and at least solve the school fees.
You say you don't use them, you don't get any constraints when you use them.
It's easy. And like we also 10 months for don't do transaction or paying self. Wow. That's how easy it is. And this is a testimony. I did it myself, and trust me, because I know I'm for just talk about something where me no experience. I've seen the process. It's a very quick thing. As long as you don't get the app, it's very, very quick. It's quicker than going. So how much they pay? Some we can check about pay by, go talk to agents, or say no smoothie they meet the agents, but how many people they meet today. You know, now you relax at home. Some man they get mood swing, not all tell like for talk to posse. Yeah, at least that's why BNB is there. Talk to the app. You know,
you don't need third party.
Yeah, so definitely. And if you need for talk to one of we receptionists or people who then go attend to you, customer line, trust me, it's ice cold when you talk to any of them. Then go make sure if you are worried or disturbed, you're gonna have the best explanation of waiting actually they disturb you. Yeah, so it's easy. It's an easy process.
Choice, yes. I mean, that come to you on the process for send and receive money. How we can tell it. I mean, using the cash app.
For send money, I can tell you, say, easy as anything. Very, very easy. The only thing you need, because we get payments option in several countries. So first of all, let's say you want to send money to Ghana, you need to get the individual in number. And ensure, say, this number where you get, make it fully KYC. You know, you get the light KYC where they take minimum amount, where you get the full KYC. Most times we partner with MTN and other companies na Ghana. And sure say you and the receiver we get forget the money. Una align. It give you full detail, it give you full name, you spell them well, it give you the phone number, then you don't need anything else. And we get option there as well, because somebody go sit there and begin think, say, if I want to send money overseas, I want it followed me wallet. You know, as a financial technology company, every day we try for modify the application. Every day we try for make things easy. Before now, when you want send money, you need to go to agent, you give the agent the money.
The physical money.
Yeah, they physically load you.
And you electronics.
Yes. Yeah. Now, we know how many people know say if they send money, because we get a lot of people where they do business in Nigeria. We get a lot of people where they do business in Ghana. Get the money in your mobile wallet. You're able to add from you mobile wallet, you're able to get the money directly in your application, and it's free. It's free. Wow. If you get 5,000 in your mobile wallet, you're able to load on your cash app and send the money.
So no extra charges.
No extra charges.
Wow.
And we also add something on the cash app again. We're not also the exchange gate. So let's say you want to send money to somebody in Nigeria. You don't need for tell the person say how much loans are for send for you for get this naira. Maybe the person tell you almost you need in naira. You put another application.
You send in loans in the converter.
In the converter for you in naira. So what's in the way comfortable? What's in the way comfortable with this, and also on the saving aspect as well. Janet make them very clear. You know, we move towards a digital world. I go work out 10,000 on my phone. Nobody knows it's FAD. I get 10,000 on my phone. But if you work out the cash, me man, Sabirian Kanda Bongo man style, we man be put one.
They see the watermark.
Yeah. So then they begin give man some back pain. Yes. Because some man put like
and
one.
And then you live down at 3 people chase.
Yeah, man, and they chase you. So you can get this money in your application. It's very easy. Somebody is send for you money overseas. You don't need any third party. Let's say you do overseas, you get to Kenya, so you feel say it all reach that stage for making self begin take up responsibility. Because I feel like say these are things we pay them can do to we for make themselves know say at least we don't be reach up to a maturity stage. You get to pick your overseas. Not send money to an auntie. We don't get a lot of stories around them thing that way. Then go send for picking this amount.
The money not reach or then cut the money.
You understand? Now you get to picking. Send the money directly to you picking. Only thing where you need for tell you picking. Go download the BNB Cash App. And when you picking on get this money in your application, you can do anything with them. If you want, you can buy airtime with them. If you want, you can buy a setup up for the O's. You understand? Because most of them cash that we can come. Most of them now for utility bills. You can do that. If even you want mobile wallet, na phone, you can still, if not 10,000, you can pull 2,000, send on a mobile wallet.
Wow.
You utilize the I want, and at in comfort, nobody need to know. So we always they encourage people them we know of the application, make them take time, make them search on with Facebook page on BNB Sierra Leone. We get a lot of educative content that we will put out there. If you stand for download the BNB Cash App, if you go on our Facebook page, you see how for download BNB Cash App. If you strain for receive money from overseas, we go on our Facebook page, we give you a full customer journey on how for receive money on the BNB Cash App. So all what we effect for do now for make we also battle the government initiative for move the country to a digitalized.
Yes, I know that's the mindset in the journey you just talk about just now. A difficult or easy possible work out physical cash now Europe and all, but in this particular side now, I mean, we make progress. We see a lot of people and now they move towards that financial inclusion doing so for go cashless. Yep. As done in the mindset of the vision of the bank, the bank governor. But this app we will talk about, is it one way person can use any side within the world, or the app is only being limited to people within a salon?
No, it's not limited. You can use it. You just need to download it. And you get Apple device or Android device and go through the right process.
I can they Ghana download them. I can they UK I download them. That's what they say.
Yes. You can download that and it's easy. Like we will talk about registration, so you just need to get a valid ID for make sure we don't go through the process, at least recognize, because anything we ever do with money business, we need to be identified. So yeah, but it's easy and you can be anywhere and download it.
The TV also important now when we get to deal with the security of the app. And all for ensure a person not tamper with any information that we really give to the app. Encrypted, nobody know the way they come in, it's only you and BNB and all. Is that one that you want to assure the public?
Yeah, BNB is a registered and has license to operate on that finance area. So any customer in credentials or any information, it's all protected because we self get people already supervisory. And the fact that we are existing, we are not in one kind of secret society, you understand? It's open, so people are supervising the company as a whole. And BNB, not only BNB Sierra Leone, BNB is everywhere, I can say. So for that reason, everybody should be assured. That's why we're here to represent it and make sure you understand. So if it is salon, we will represent the salon side, say, oh, you can work with this kind of brand, we are okay with it, tested and proven. And other people, and who that's who they talk to, we did watch right now, they listen. I can tell you that Sierra Leoneans, I can mention somebody where they do a lot of business in Nigeria, we don't use BNB for a while now. We're in a C2 suite where they, Naya vendor actually. We got a very good testimony the last time I asked him about, that's how he send money in Nigeria, and it do big sales always. So you see, so these people can testify to it, and I can show other people are out there as well. So for them supporting us, it's a good thing. We just want to make sure say that other Sierra Leoneans, we still not to say they don't want to use we service so, but they don't even know how to go about it. So you can start today. Hearing this right now, you can start today.
So it's never too late. Then can you can part of this in almost benefits where they don't get.
Yeah, so definitely they can start so soon as they can and make it easy for them. Because normally, not people like you do, bro. They meet some people and for send money in Nigeria or send money other side.
Or you send out to person, the person can give.
Imagine before you work with individual, why not work with a company? You know, they are there and holding for all one person and for all the whole company. Which one more? You know, I mean, so I feel like it's a good option. And I'm looking forward to see more Sierra Leoneans going cashless now. Let's digitalize the whole thing, yeah? So yes, so definitely BNB is here for the solution. So if the solution one can't say at the table, they are big grabber now.
So I don't not for waste any time.
Nah, don't do that. Let's don't do that.
So we did, like I say, in the crucial point, school, the school season, this. You know, like we get the first season. At some point, we get the first month. The length, it can't collide. People they send money for them. People for cut fast, both Christians and Muslims. Now the season for the picking and go back to school and all. Why at this particular point in time, BNB forbid the answer for make them send any save money?
So, just like, normally I can for explain to people about the promotion they will give out.
Exactly.
So this one, I just want to assure the people and say, we get something exciting for this back to school really come. You understand it? Just imagine you send money. The last time we had our back to school promotion, we give like 3 winners $500 each for school support. We be there.
Exactly.
We prove even on the giveaway. We had some photos. We call some media houses. We be there in the presence of the giveaway. So for this back to school, make customer then just set. Make the only thing what we need for them. We then just tell them Fambule overseas, say we want send for me money. Use because we get the BNB code. We get BNB code. Like how we get the year code. Like how we get the Western Union. Like how we get the MoneyGram.
Okay.
BNB they in full operation na US and Canada. We also they in full operation na Liberia, Guinea and the UMR. UMR comprises of the Senegal and other countries. You understand? We're in full operation day. You understand? So this back to school, we get something very, very exciting. What we just need from customers, make them just tell them people and say, whenever you want to send money, use the BNB application and also make them stay tuned. Then can go follow the BNB Sierra Leone page for the announcement we'll get for the
back to school.
And also make the assurance because now we talk. We get like most of the audience na Sierra Leoneans. So the education we can most times give for the Sierra Leoneans make them tell them, you understand it, tell you party,
it's like it's you receiving and telling.
Yes. So tell BNB very reliable. That I can say because we're under the regulation of the Financial Intelligence Unit. So in terms of security, in terms of everything, we are fully compliant. So for this back to school, we come back, we can explain them back fine, give people them.
Janet, before we wrap up, I want to give you the next couple of minutes for really encourage people and for be part of BNB, prioritize BNB, and ensure say they use BNB for go cashless. Allow you for do that.
Well, it's a couple of minutes, but it's a direct one, right? Would that day we know like soft life? As you listen, as you watch, do you still want to go about and the long lines and the waits for before you get your money, or do you still want to choose some options that where you know say tomorrow yanga go kind side, or do you want the easiest process? So me, I'm telling you today, BNB is the way. So 2-way, use with Cash App, pay yourself, send money in and out, pay for bills. Come on, not so easy for the act by yourself. At the start of down. Use the wallet money and make transaction easy for yourself. And DSTV as well, everything is available there. So why not use our Cash App? So for you watching this right now, download BNB right now. BNB Cash App. Google Store, Apple Store. What are you waiting for? Go on right now. So as soon as you download that, for me now, to people watching this, fans of Mohamed Jane, what you do, please send a screenshot on my DM. Let me know that you download the app. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mohamed Jane, indeed BNB brand ambassador. Your choice.
Because this man give me tough time. we as the marketing officer, and I'm responsible for search out for brand ambassadors, them for incorporate them towards the business, and going through most of the brand ambassador and the influencers that I see, I handpicked Mohamed Jane because I don't see what they do, and I think it aligns with we brand because we brand gets in own value where they look for, and even for the good stuff we also get the value where they look at. So man, this is good time. So
finally here.
All these screenshot them, you need to get them as evidence.
Okay.
So
I
also go encourage customers them. Because all what they push out now for make them be okay with customer service number. We get the 072, we get the 080 500,000, the same number on both code. So anybody will get any challenge, you want to send money, if you get light challenge, you want to receive money, if you get slight challenge, we just call with customer service number and they support them.
Thank you very much, indeed, Alassane. C. Jallo, and also thanks to Mohamed Janet. Many thanks for joining me here this morning for Make We Get It Talk today. Thank you to DJ Buju Nangui technical support. Thank you to Abubakar Bendu, and so you see we make on watch we live on Facebook, on YouTube, and we other online platforms. And many thanks as well to the entire team. The executive producer, Teresa Thomas, myself, and Fatmata Misilebi, producers of the program, and Tona All. I want to wish everybody a productive week and enjoy from BNB. The emphasis already done be made. Ensure say you try BNB today and go cashless, and ensure say you get the convenient way they hope for out there. Thanks for joining me and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.